get tonight's adventure started, I must remind you that once we reach $500, I will make a GM move. And then at $1,000, not only will a Rat Queen's character show up, I'll tell you which character it will be tonight. It's Gary. Gary will show up if we hit $1,000. And we will give away a signed Rat Queen's comic, not only by Kurtis, but by all of us. So that is, of course, if we reach our $1,000 goal. And with that, the 5 of you find yourselves standing in the common area of your penthouse suite at the Matagu Resort, located in the heart of Cascasaria. As the sun begins to set in the large panel windows of your room, the light begins to turn a soft amber and pink across the furniture. Rock, honorary Rat Queen, bard, and personal assistant to Baronin de Bolbeck, sighs as she looks at the 5 of you. This is getting worse than I thought. We're running out of time. You see her stare off into the distance for a moment, glancing outside the window at the bustling nightlife as the bustling nightlife begins to crowd the streets below. She finally looks back at all of you. You're gonna have to pull off a heist. Sure, you can just, it's just us. You can just say something.
I'd be careful telling her that.
Well,
what, Hannah?
I'm just confused. Like, do we know where the Chaosium is? Do we know who we're going after? Do we know, do you know something we don't fucking know?
Rock is about to tell us. I'm sure she's about to tell us.
Okay, you could also not interrupt me.
True.
You could also just let me get my emotions out.
All right.
Is it because we're raising hands? I didn't.
I established that we can have some order.
Is it because
do you want to talk? Hands? Raise your hand.
This is fun.
She rose her hand.
Okay, why are we raising our? Okay, but
I
am happy to tell you, but yes, Betty. Yes,
I was gonna just ask the same thing because we were, this whole day we spent pretty much wasted. If you already knew where it was, I love you, Rock, but this is.
I would agree with you. And Violet, if you want to talk shit, you can raise your hand. Oh, I love you. If you want to talk shit, you can raise your hand.
I like you guys too.
Why don't you just keep going?
Why don't you raise your hand and stop and talk?
I'm not complying.
You just said something. You didn't raise your hand.
Because I'm not complying.
Listen, so to answer the question that has been circling, yes, Baronin and I, we know it's here. We don't know where. It is at one of the 2 resorts. It is either at Iceverfell, run by Auden Bjorhall. I'm sure you saw it. The big stone quartz, icy looking building. It's really cold in there. That's his thing. Apparently people like to go to the desert to feel cold. And that's what he does. He also does a lot of hardcore stuff in there. So
like drugs?
Weapons training. No, not drugs, just weapons.
Aww.
Weapons training.
Weapons training, okay.
You say hardcore. You say hardcore, and I think sex and drugs.
More like betting on wolf matches and other gambling.
They call that
how do they
hardcore?
match the wolves?
Oh well, it's that's on me. Wolves fighting, putting wolves in a pit, watching them fight.
I'm not as into that.
Oh, wow. I'm a little sleepy, I guess. Continue.
You know what?
you.
She's just jealous that I won real big in the casino today, and
no,
that
it's not that.
I'm gonna have to point out who she's gonna have to flirt with.
It's really not that because we equally won big in the casino.
If you want to tell me something, you're gonna have to raise your hand, or else I can't hear you.
I'm not complying.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
god!
be like Violet.
So much non-compliance.
My hero, Violet. I'm not complying.
Your hero. Your hero.
Wow.
Violet's raising her hand.
That's really
well,
sweet.
Violet did it because she wanted to that time, but
Thank
she didn't
you.
before because she didn't want to.
Just saying,
Thank
established a rule of order, and it's okay.
So, Rock, what exactly do we need to do when it comes to the heist?
Well, like I was saying, first we need to find out where the Chaosium is. It could either be at Iceverfell or it could be at the Creoker Crest Resort. That is, of course, run by Madame Bula Warma. She's originally one of the original resort owners of this town. A very wonderful woman, very, very masterful merchant, I must say.
Wasn't she a bitch to Baronon?
I, I would say... that's the intel I got.
That's the intel I got.
She, she was very stern in that there not be any alliances between the two resorts, thus not creating a monopoly here in Cascasaria. Each resort operates on its own property, its own rules, its own financial gain. As soon as we have two people joining up on another, well, then it just becomes even more competitive than it already is.
Okay.
So, yes, so what Baronin and I are proposing that you 5 go investigate each of these resorts and try to find out which one is holding it, and then from there we will talk about infiltration, and perhaps you can find maps of or get a sense of
You mean
the
like
resorts.
a floor plan?
Thank you for that. Yes, Rock, you have the floor plans, right?
You see her snap her fingers, and all of a sudden this golden map holder just appears at her belt. She unties it from her belt and passes it to you, Violet. Yes, those are the floor plans to the Matagu Resort. I have held up my end of the deal. I have been completely honest with you. And look, I can't go, Baronin and I cannot go snooping around in the other resorts. It would not look good for anyone. So, 5 of you being in town, you're able to go get a look-see at these resorts, the floor plans, the layouts, security, the hubbub around there, and perhaps even talk to Auden or Bula yourselves.
All right. We'll divide and conquer.
Okay.
So it's either the cold place with wolves, or it's the other place.
The-
What's
That's the castle.
Creo Crest. The Creo Cut Crest. Cucumber Cut Crest. What is it?
Creoker Crest.
What is it? What is its
It's the
draw? Yes.
Well, I'm sure as you saw it, it's the one to the left of us. If you look out your window right here, it's the very black Gothic-looking one. It's got a very nice architectural style, tons of stained glass windows. Madame Bula has a divine taste for the arts. She's very much a collector of sorts, which is why perhaps the Chaosium could be with her. But then again, the Chaosium is made of stone, a powerful device, artifact, you could say, and perhaps Auden wants it for himself.
How is it possible? I'm sorry.
You don't have to keep raising your hand. It's
I've
just the 5 of
established an
us.
order, and I'm respecting the boundaries with which I've put myself
Hannah
under.
loves boundaries.
She likes to make up stuff in case there's something to do.
Why don't you know more?
Well, I was sent to come find the 5 of you and to escort you here. And honestly, after Baronin returned, he was out of sorts. He was completely distraught by what happened in Palisades. So much so that he devoted all of his time, all of his magic to essentially sense out if one of those things was near here, and to much of his horror, he discovered it. He senses the Chaosium's power and energy here, and
But it's not in this resort, right? It has to be in one of the other ones?
I'm being completely honest with you. It is definitely not here.
I mean, could it be here and you don't know it? Could somebody have brought it onto the premises as a way? We saw what happened in Palisades. It was brought into the city to set up Abilene. And so if it could happen there, I don't know why it couldn't happen here.
Good point, Braga.
It is a good point. Baronin has been taking extreme magical security measures here, as I'm sure you saw with Tobias,
I don't know. It took him a long time. He didn't even figure out that
Is it accurate based on... I mean, I think I'm reading this floor plan accurately. I just
Yes.
want to confirm that it's true that there are 2 tunnels leading to...
Roll me 2d6 plus canny. See if you can really see. I'm going to say that's like It's a feature as if you line up both maps together and hold it up to the light. It's a secret part of the map.
That's a 6.
And just an update, Violet, you have 3 tokens. Braga has 2 tokens. Hannah has 2 tokens. Betty has 2 tokens. Dee has 2 tokens. And we do have 2 rerolls. Actually, Betty, you just got 3, and Hannah, you just got 3.
And I have 3.
Violet, yes, you have 3.
Then I rolled a 9.
Ooh.
Do you want to? A 9 is still a mixed success, even if it is a 7.
It's better to reroll.
You just, or use 1 token and have a 7 and save the other tokens later.
Reroll it.
Reroll. Okay.
All right.
Yay! Thank you.
Thank
you.
you. Thank
Thank
you.
you all so much.
No,
F.
thank you. Really great start.
It's
there.
the exact same roll.
I rolled a 7.
Let's see.
Do it the hard way.
You could make it
7.
10.
You could make it 10 with your 3.
No, I made it 7 with my
With a reroll. Oh, you
Forgive me.
She rolled the same way again.
Got
Exactly
it.
the same
Got
roll.
made. Great. So you're using 1 token.
I sure am.
Wonderful. All right. Violet, you can see that perhaps there's some kind of. You're just going off of your gut here. Surely there must be some kind of tunnel. And Rock simply looks at you and. Well, this Cascasaria is built on ancient desert caves beneath, but nobody's used them.
Yep, that seems not likely to me, but okay. All right.
I mean, if I was gonna, I'm not like a rogue. I'm not like a strategist. But if I was gonna sneak a secret evil skull into a resort, I'd probably use the ancient caves that nobody ever uses.
Oh,
Listen,
that's a good
no
point.
one.
As a non-rogue, I agree.
Yeah.
There are only. Listen, there's. It's not like there's just a door to a cave and no one's guarding it. There are extreme security measures. The only 3 people who can access those cabins are Baronin, Auden, and Bula.
Oh, you mean 2 of the people who might be guilty of what we're looking for?
Yes, but of course, on the other end, they have to be let in. Nobody goes into each other's resorts. They can only get into the caves from their own and return. Yes.
What's the likelihood that we're going to die?
I mean, if we hopefully none. If we find this artifact, from what Baronin has told me, if we don't, bad stuff will happen. If we do, maybe we can stop bad stuff from happening. I mean, okay, yes, you were first.
Yay.
Betty.
Guys, we have a magical dresser full of clothes that will appear to fit us, and whatever we say comes out of there. So I think we should just disguise ourselves and go as security, or actually, you know,
Historically, we've been great at disguising ourselves, so
but
I agree.
There's a closet. There's a closet now that will help us.
I
Also.
agree.
It's true.
But now that I'm thinking about it, Tobias had these 3 watches that showed him everything in the resort. So I wonder if the other resorts have something like that, some kind of security device.
Here's what I think we should do.
Okay.
I think you're right.
Okay.
I'm building on your plan. I'm not changing your plan. I think that there was talk of sparring pits at you mentioned the weapons grounds. What if Violet and I spar and we cause a lot of commotion and put attention on us while you seek out the security guard and find out if you can find those watches or something similar to them there. And you guys can scout around the inside of the Icebergfell too, because we might as well get at least one of these resorts off the map for now, so that we don't have to worry about.
It's true, because if we figure out that one place doesn't have it, then the other place almost definitely has it. Unless it got snuck around somewhere.
I still suspect Bula over Auden, only because if she was here first, it stands to reason that maybe she has some safeguards built into her system that Auden and even Baronin don't know about. And so I don't trust this whole, all 3 of us have to agree on something plan if one of them's been working against them the whole time.
Plus, her tower looks more spooky.
I gotta say, a digger style.
Let's
That
do
being
it.
said, chat, I believe it's time for us to start a poll. You'll see the poll. Vote in it. That's all I will say.
Oh, goodness.
And your result will affect the story.
Oh.
Gracious.
Let's roll that poll.
I don't like.
Roll them polls.
All right.
Great. So,
So what do you think? Fight?
Yeah. What do you think?
I like that
What do you
plan.
think, leader?
I think I want to do what the majority of you want.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm into it.
All right. Well, Dee's into it. And I like the idea of disguises. Yay! So, let's go.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right, so which resort are you going to go to first?
I think Iceperfell.
Iserfell.
That's it.
Iceperfell. Wonderful. Each of you approaches your enchanted armoire in each of your own rooms within your suite. What are you wearing?
Wait, didn't we say Creokercrest? Because Beulah's there.
We want to take
wanna
Iceperfell
rule
off,
out-
off the
Oh,
map.
God, I fully disagree.
You can look at both.
I disagree.
can
But
look-
it's
you don't have to
majority
split it up.
rules.
Majority rules.
I got it, but I fully disagree.
Come
I
on,
think
it'll
it's
be fun.
you know it's at Beulah's.
We don't know that.
we don't know that.
I know that.
We have to make sure.
Well, then it'll be very quick to rule out the first one.
Oh,
You'll
shit,
feel
what
very
would-
smug when you're right later.
I
okay?
can't wait to watch everyone eat crow.
I will not eat crow.
Well, you will metaphorically.
No one's really eating crow because we all kind of know where we think it might be, but we're just trying to eliminate.
yeah, we're just gonna swing by that one.
Whatever
Rule it
makes
out.
you
I had
feel
a plan.
better
I
to
had a plan
swallow
for
some
Iceberg.
crow.
If you have a plan for Bullas, I'm happy to hear it, and we can do that instead.
I'm just going to open my wardrobe.
Yeah, yeah.
I have an amazingly large handlebar mustache. And, and I also have a golf hat. Like a golf style hat, and some large pants, some green pants, and a red shirt.
I am going to purchase my armoire and do I ask it? I just yelled armoire. I'd like to look like a security guard from the Iceperfell place, please, and also some old man looking makeup, please. Okay, and I open the armoire.
And you find that.
I start doing old man makeup on.
Wonderful.
I would like to. I want to dress up like an old woman, like an old water collecting woman from a town. She's got a what's the word I'm looking for when you have osteoporosis.
Oh, I thought you were looking for hunchback.
Well, it's the same idea because she can't fully stand up all the way, but an oversized dress and apron that's not very clean, and like a gray wig that's tied up into a bun. A couple scars.
Okay.
I am gonna go because my plan is to go into the fighting pits to steal energy, steal focus. So I'm gonna do a whole Viking type thing. I've got a long furry cape and really pointed helmet and very a breastplate that looks like it's been hit a bunch of times and looks just very I'm really leaning into this whole this conquering warrior kind of vibe that I have going on. That's what I'm going for.
Wonderful.
I am going to disguise myself as a sand wizard.
Ooh.
A high-ranking sand wizard from a sect that they would not know because it's so
It's
exclusive.
nomadic. It's yeah.
So it's probably just a very big, wrappy black robes on robes. And then I want my eyes to glow red underneath and to my face to be shrouded. So, yeah. And then I want to disguise my voice as a grand sand wizard.
The five of you each come out of your rooms in these elaborate outfits. And Rock, who is just kind of cleaning up and just laying out a few things on your coffee table, looks at all of you. Oh my gosh!
Great.
You could have just put on a coat and gone over there,
Desert.
it's a very cold. It's a very cold resort.
Wow, I didn't realize you were so judgmental.
I kind of put on a coat.
These are good disguises.
Did anyone else notice that three of us decided to be old people? I'm really into this. This is very
I am timeless.
I'm the crotchety old security guard just back here to visit my friend.
Oh, so you're ineffectual, so they're not gonna assume you're a problem. And your eyes are cool.
Thank you.
Oh, your
Really
eyes.
cool.
Let me try out my voice. Your eyes are cool.
Thank you.
Oh.
I might also be a
Sand wizard snake.
Very complicated. I'm into it.
This is excellent.
Hey, Dee, what would a sand wizard's wife be called?
Well, I don't know. Do you want to be my wife?
Would it be a sand witch?
Oh. Oh.
Wow.
I thought you were.
Whoa.
Like, I went
Got
for
it.
a thing. I'm sorry.
It's
No,
okay.
I'm sorry.
When
I
I
thought it was
hit-
going a totally different direction.
No, I got it too.
I hit on
should've
Dee
realized.
last week and yesterday, and she turned me down earlier in the day. She turned me down.
So what's the surprise?
Yeah, I
of you
think we
being-
all know why.
Are we ready to go over?
My devilish good
Well,
looks.
Yeah, I
Wait, what's
think
the
so.
plan? Is there a plan?
Yeah.
Besides you,
Is there?
I'm doing recon. You're just old.
Yes.
I would like to see, since I am a sand wizard and an elite member of this resort, I would like
sand
to
wizard.
see if I can get into any places that will be hard for normal people to get into.
This is a really good on you.
Excellent. This is a great idea.
What's going on with your outfit?
You know what? I'm just a rich man that's going to spend a lot of money at a resort.
Oh,
so
fully.
similar to my approach.
Oh, I thought you were going to be like my manager or something. That makes more sense.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, it's a great call. We'll see what needs to happen. But basically, I have a lot of privilege, and people are going to let me get away with things. That's my
That tracks.
That works. Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
gonna just be an old lady that people don't question. They're just either gonna help me cross the street or sit me down, and I could pay attention to a lot that way.
So we're ready.
I guess so.
Great. I'll be here. I'll be attending Baronin whenever you return, and we look forward to hearing what you find out.
If something. Oh.
Oh no, it's okay. You're the leader.
What is... Never mind, I don't care.
If something goes badly, there any way that we can contact you from inside
That was
the
going to be
other
my
resort?
question. Was there communication with magical devices? Just say it more clearly. You speak so slowly.
Well, I'm going to really enjoy taking Grandma to the resort. Maybe I'll leave her at the daycare center there and have people watch over her.
Good thing I'm able-bodied.
All right. Violet, since you are what appears to be the leader, I will give you this. And she removes, you see her kind of pull out from underneath her business attire, which is on top of some armor underneath. You see her pull out this golden crystal, similar to the golden crystal that sits in the corner of your room that a certain magical helper is summoned from. Violet, she's like, listen, hold on to this. You can use it to reach me here. It's not very long range, but it does work within Cascasaria. And if you need something, I can respond if I am available or if something is not going horribly wrong here.
Thank you very much. Now, I'd like to very stealthily, without the others seeing, give this to Dee.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
Well, man alive. How many rerolls do we have?
We have one reroll.
Ooh.
What's your skill?
My skill is 2.
So that's a 7. You could use your tokens to get us to.
All right, well done. I'll do that.
Great. Violet using 2 tokens. That leaves you 1 remaining.
Great.
You were gifted another one. So you made that a...
Well, I mean,
Oh wait,
a 10.
if you only have 2, then it would be.
Oh, wait,
sorry,
well, how
my
many
fault.
You had 3.
3.
Oh, you had
Then
3,
I'll make
okay.
it a 10.
Great. You make it a 10. And with a 10, yes, you are able to stealthily hand off the crystal to Dee.
And I accept it and hide it in my robes. But I look curiously at Violet.
And I just pet my mustache because I'm so into it. It's like I miss my beard or something.
As the 5 of you begin to leave the Matagu, suddenly there is an air of uneasiness in the air as you start to feel, possibly some chaos happening around you. I'll be rolling a d10 on my dice app to see who it lands on. D, unfortunately, as you...
D10.
D10. As unfortunately, you are walking out of the resort. Being a sand wizard, you are dressed in sand clothing, which it does not have the most protective shoe wear. You have very, very thin sandals on.
It's true.
So unfortunately, as you are walking out of the resort, you accidentally step on some glass. The glass of that a patron has dropped recently and that the help has not cleaned up yet. And you take a -2 to your health.
Oh, dearie, you better cover that up or it's going to get infected.
Oh, I am.
Sand wizard or no?
Does anyone have any
You're a healer.
alcohol? I'm just gonna douse it. I am a healer, it's true, but it's only -2.
Yes, you're at 18.
I'm fine.
I rip the bottom of my apron because it's already tattered, and it just makes a clean rip. And I offer it as a bandage for your foot.
Thank you.
You're welcome, dearie.
I wrap my foot.
I trust you implicitly and that you would tell me anything that I needed to know. Just know that I trust you and love you.
Hey, you guys are being real conspicuous. Let's
I'm
just
I'm
get
being-
out of here.
I'm being honest.
Oh, excuse me. Are you 5 people vacationing in Cascasaria? You see this strange smidgen come up to you who's dressed in this very kind of gothic and gray apparel.
I was just asking these old people where to find the Iceberfell because I wanted to battle.
We're not
Ice-
old.
We're once young.
Oh, you're very young. You know you wouldn't like that iceberg hole, as we like to make fun of it. The cold. Your old bones will not take to the cold. That'll be very, very bad for you. I'll tell you where you need to go. You need to go to the Creoka Resort, the Creoka Crest.
Honey, that's what
Resort.
I said.
You see, we have a very special event going on right now. Iceberfell has no shows as of right now. We have a very special exposition happening in our resort. Why, perhaps you've heard the Artificer class has just come back. Long forgotten, not really considered an adventuring party. We are instead honoring the return of the Artificers and holding ourselves a fine arts and artificers expo.
Hey, buddy.
Yes.
Hey, buddy. Do you work for them over there or something?
Yeah, it sounds like we're being solicited. Isn't it true,
no
Artie?
There's no soliciting in the
Me
lobby
and my
of other
Artie, we don't take
hotels.
kind to
We know the
solicitation.
rules.
You are outside the resort, and we are in a common space, and I do have flyers.
Oh, I just get confused because I'm so young at heart, but a little old in the eyes.
Do you know that when you give people flyers, you're basically asking them to throw it away for you?
Yeah, it's just that it's just what a young child would do, just running off their mouth when they know that we're adults. We've already made our decision.
It's like they think they have all the time in the
Just all
world.
the time in the world.
Well, Madame Bula will be showing off a variety of artifacts and fine art pieces. And, I'm very excited to see them. I get to see them for free because I am an employee. Employee perks.
Will we get to see them up close?
Oh, I heard they have a skull there. Is that true?
A skull.
You get to see them up close, so you've seen all the artifacts.
Oh, I haven't seen the exhibit open. I'm the head of marketing. I'm doing my job right now. Oh, you're a sand wizard. Ooh, we have many sand wizard artifacts at the show, I've been told. But yes, they will be displayed in pristine magical glass cases for all to see. And perhaps there's rumor of an I think it's, I put it on the back. There's rumor of an auction. Perhaps Madame Bula may be auctioning off some of the pieces.
Unfortunately, majority has ruled that we go elsewhere, though all signs point to us really enjoying ourselves.
I do not know what you speak of. I am not with you two.
I'm just a warrior trying to find a way to a battle pit. I'm not sure why a man on the street handing out flyers suddenly makes you right.
Well, listen, this expo is going to be going on for a while, so you can definitely come back to it if you have other plans.
How long exactly? Not that I want to go or care at all.
It's for a full week.
Well, what do you know? A full week. Well, Grandma, the daycare center's waiting, so we better...
Did my daughter, when you were married to her, ever tell her that tell you that you're an asshole.
Yeah, she did all the time, and
Yeah.
I didn't care.
Yeah, well, I'm just letting you know that I feel similarly.
I'm feeling uncomfortable by this family dynamic, so I'm going to give you these flyers, and you can do with them as you please. I hope you don't throw them away.
Where's the trash can?
Thanks. I'll take one.
As the small smidgen assistant hands you each a flyer highlighting and advertising the Artificers Expo at the Creoker's Crest.
Are there any artifacts of war amongst the collection?
He's
Battle implements?
He started walking back and then paused and turned back around. Oh yes, there's weapons, there's paintings, there's magical items, there's a whole lot. Whole lot. Some that have reached far across time, and some that are technological marvels of the new magical age that we're in.
Right.
Okay, young buck, get the hell out of here. We've got some conversating to have.
Yeah. Yep.
Excuse me, as you see him immediately flock to another group.
I'm going to continue talking to these strangers who I don't know.
Hey guys.
All right.
Was that too obvious? Was that like a red herring?
Oh, I honestly don't know. I honestly don't.
He
was
might have
just
just been a
telling us
really
we wanted
pushy
to do
salesperson. Remember, we bought hot water from Man in the Woods once.
And that hot water healed us.
It was great. I'm just saying we're easily convinced by salespeople.
It's
true.
a good pitch, though. Do you guys think we should split up, or should we all just continue what we're doing?
I think it would be interesting if you were to change your mind right now, because then that means you wouldn't be confident in something.
I'm
Oh
gonna
my
say
goodness.
that what's happening right now, this is making us stand out like a sore
Yeah,
thumb.
exactly.
It's ridiculous.
How about this? I'm a sand wizard. I would go to the auction anyway. I'll just head over there now, and you guys can recon the Creoker, and I'll see if there's a Chaosium skull there. I can't take it from them right in front of them, so I'll just case the joint.
Someone should go with you.
You shouldn't
I
be
don't
alone.
think they're going to put the Chaosium right on display in front of
Well,
them.
maybe
I
I don't
never
know what it
went
is.
Okay, that's fair.
You know?
Okay, fine.
I'll just see. I'll just go check.
Someone
Welcome
should
to
go
come.
with you.
Who'd like to come with me?
Well, I'm kind of already dressed like a security guard from the ice place, so I feel like this is not gonna fly.
Yeah, we kind of need you for our plan to... If you don't come, we might as well all go.
Hannah, why
together.
don't you come with me?
Are you okay with that, honey?
I'm fine. Go
All right, yeah, I'm coming.
He'll thrive. Thrive.
Fail.
All right. You guys go have fun at the auction. We're gonna go to Iceland.
We'll reconvene. Maybe,
Okay.
probably at the Iceland.
Let's not split up for too long. That's like an
yeah.
hour at the most.
An hour.
An hour from now.
We meet in the lobby of the Eisfeld.
Okay.
Right?
Sounds good.
Oh, we're not going back to the Madigu?
Well, we are.
No, we're not
Or
going
no.
to the Madigu.
We're going to the auction.
We're going to the auction.
Yeah.
At Cucumber Kristoff.
Yes.
And then going to the Eisverfell, so it would make sense to meet in a different place than either of those. Ah, you're the leader.
I really hate old lady Hannah.
Yeah, I'm loving it. This is a real treat for me.
I think you're an asshole still.
All right, so we're meeting in the lobby of the Eisfeld, and I don't want to say it again. Okay?
All right.
I like it. Let's do it.
Bye. All right. Let's
All right,
go.
let's go. We're walking.
Wonderful.
Team A is going to Iceverfell.
Team A is going to Cucumber. We're Team A.
Team A knows the name of the location.
As we pass by the flyer,
You know what? We will
smidgen,
meet B. Betty and
I'd
Braga,
like
Team B.
I'd like to get
Violet.
personal with the
I like
flyer.
You'd like to
Smidgen.
you'd like to get personal with
Yeah.
them. All
yeah.
right.
I just
roll
want to
me-
make sure there's nothing like,
Yeah.
you know, seedy.
I get it. Roll me 2d6 plus heart.
All right. I got heart. I got 2 hearts.
Ooh.
11.
Oh,
An 11. You get to
Dang.
ask me 3 questions about, or you can ask the smidgen assistant
walking
3
away.
questions.
Okay.
Run after
I
him.
want to know, is there, has this, is this really a straight up just flyer person?
Yes, he
Okay.
is the head of marketing for this event.
Okay. Has he been put up to this to specifically tell us about the auction?
He saw the 5 of you walking around and has just approached. He is approaching as many people on the street as he can.
Okay. Great. And who is his boss?
His boss is Madame Bula Warmaw.
Oh, directly.
Directly.
Direct report.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Wonderful. Betty, Violet, and Braga, you begin to make your way to the Iceverfell, the big geometric quartz resort sitting at the right of the Matagu. As you approach it, you can feel a chill in the air escaping the two closed doors in front of you. And as you open, you are hit with a physical, cold air. As inside, you see a variety of geometric ice and white and silver shapes. Stools, couches, tables. Everything seems to be geometric and sharp here.
All right.
All right, guys. I think we should split up. All right, guys. I think we should split up here. My voice is a little weird. Working on that. I'm gonna go check around and security and see if I can find any of those cool surveillance watches.
I love that. Great job.
Where y'all gonna be?
There's a casino here. I'm gonna go to it.
I am going to find the fighting pits, and I'm going to try to spar for a while to distract people.
Cool. Don't kill anything.
As the three of you split up, suddenly as you begin to mingle around the Iceverfell, an air of chaos follows you wherever you go. And Betty, unfortunately, your disguise causes you to get negatively noticed. As you begin to sneak around the hallways to where you believe a security office would be, you don't notice, but a shadow has been following you for some time.
I'm gonna, since I don't notice it, I'm gonna try to locate the, without talking to anyone, try to locate the security office to see if I can find a safe or a box with a bunch more of those watches.
You find at the end of this very narrow hallway a silver door with a square emblem on it with an S.
S for security? I attempt to check the door. The door is locked or not.
It is locked.
I forgot that I broke my thieves' tools a really long time ago and never replaced them. I use just I try to use my dagger to unlock the door.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
That's an 8. Oh, and I have 3 thingies, so 8, 9, 10. I'll take 2 tokens.
Take 2 tokens.
So I have
Right,
1
Betty.
left.
While you were successful in opening up the door, the shadow behind you has been watching this entire time. And right as you put your smidgen hand up against the cold metal door, suddenly an icy blue dragonborn claw places its hand on top of yours.
Why, hello, sweetie. What are you up to over here? Don't bother an old man just trying to go about his business.
You turn around and behind you, you see a female dragonborn with sparkling white scales and icy blue eyes. She stares at you. She smiles, and you see her jagged teeth as she exhales, and 2 little puffs of hot air are seen in the cold. You see, I was going to ask you the same thing. What are you doing here?
Oh, well, aren't you a pretty little thing? Oh, haven't seen a dragonborn lass in quite a time. You're very beautiful, my dear. You remind me of... As I'm kind of telling this tale, I'm trying to just get into the door and close it behind me. You remind me of an old friend I had. Yes, ages
Roll
ago.
me 2d6 plus canny.
I love telling old stories about my friends. This one time... 6, 7, that's an 8. I only have 1 token left, right? I'll take the 8.
With an 8, Betty, as you kind of start talking, you get yourself around the door, but as soon as you try to quickly close it, you see her white claw just stop the door and start pushing it back with you in it.
Oh, I see you want to talk some more. Well, come on in then.
Yes. Thank
come
you
on
for
in,
inviting me
darling.
into my own office.
Oh, shit.
Come on, old man.
Okay.
Have a seat.
Okay.
As we cut to Violet, who's in the gambling pit, which is in a very large open room in which you can see a variety of black and blue velvet tables, very angular in design. And over to the back of the room, you do see a lowered caged pit where you can only imagine the animal betting and fighting is commencing.
Great. I'm at a gambling table, correct? And
Yes,
what gambling table exactly? What type of gambling's happening here?
you're playing blackjack.
Sure am. And oh gosh. You know what I love? Power. Man, love it. Into it, like to win, you know what I mean? Who doesn't, right?
Violet, I must ask, who are you talking to? Or are you just speaking openly at this table?
I was
Soliloquy.
Great question. I was talking to the person dealing cards to me.
You find yourself looking at an old Nord man. Oh, really? Tell me about this power.
Seems pretty straightforward to me. I just like to win. I bet you like to win sometimes, huh?
Well, isn't that what everyone wants to do in Cascasaria? Win. Perhaps.
Can I get personal with you?
Roll me 2d6, we'll start.
Rolling real bad today. So that is a 7.
There is one reroll.
I'm worried about the team.
Good call.
Oh no! Oh no!
No. I got a 4.
You are just he smiles at you, and for a moment you kind of feel flustered as your mustache kind of starts to slide off a little bit. I'm sorry, your mustache is coming off.
I have a disorder, so leave me alone. Oh. Get it together, Violet. You're a powerful man. I'm gonna leave.
I'm sorry, there is a 100 gold minimum at this table. You must play at least one round upon sitting on the chair.
Sweet. Great.
Yes.
Okay. Round it is.
Wonderful. So you'll be betting 100?
100. Yes.
Wonderful. 100 in. Bets in, all right. He deals out the first round of cards.
Is anyone else at this table with me?
There is one other person.
What is that person look like?
This person, it's almost like you can't put your finger on it. For some reason, there are no words to describe this person that you can think of.
Hi.
Hi.
Been here long?
Well, I am just vacationing here. I've never been to the Iceverfell, but I was very intrigued by your talk of power.
Great. I'm so glad somebody was.
You seem to be at a loss for words and a loss of mustaches.
You got me. I'm a young lad.
Oh my, you are! In some very large pants.
You know, I lost a bet with my brothers. But told him I'd wear this and this stupid mustache. But in reality, I'm pretty well dressed. Normally. Like you. That's a beautiful blouse you have on.
Thank you. And that the dealer does have blackjack, as the Nord dealer behind the table says. Thank you so much. You can leave the table now. Your round is finished if you wish to leave.
Great. And your name, Miss?
Well, I'm the dealer.
No,
But if
yeah,
you
no,
want my
I-
name, it's on my name tag. It's Mark.
Hi, Mark. Sorry, Mark. I'm clearly screwing this up a little bit. Not you, Mark. You. What's your name?
You see her get up from the table. She comes up right next to you. Well, you can call me Robin. And as she passes you, only you hear this, Violet. A whisper. If you're trying to use a disguise, do better. We cut to Braga, who
Yeah.
has found the sparring kind of area where you see 3 designated sparring, raised platforms with similar to boxing rings, with a protective magical rope around each of them. As you see a number of fighters either warming up around or sparring in them.
I walk up to like what seems to be like a check-in desk or like someone who's like running, who's like in charge or whatever.
Hello,
Greetings!
are you here for the sparring?
I am indeed.
Wonderful. I need a name.
My name is Gruba.
Gruba, that's a great name. Gruba, before I have you do anything, I will need you to fill out this form. It is a health form, and you must sign that we are not liable for any injuries that may become of you here in the sparring rings at the resort.
Of course, I am well aware of liability forms. I am a champion fighter.
Oh,
So
really?
just
What
fill
all
it out.
have you fought in?
I fought in the northern marches. I fought in their spring tournament.
Whoa, well then you see him get very flustered, and you see him flip through a number of pages, and then he just looks up at you. Oh, well, you're gonna love this, as he leaves his desk and runs to the center ring, where you see an older human man who is just like a rectangle of a person and is just ripped and jacked. You see he has 2 big scars on his back and has blonde graying hair that comes down into a braid behind him and a full blonde and gray beard with 1 scar over his right eye. You see him kind of warming up, kind of leaning up against the rope and taking a quick sip of water as the young steward behind the desk quickly approaches him. You see the steward wailing his arms in excitement as the man looks over at your direction. The young steward runs back. Oh, well, you're gonna love this. Master Auden Bjorhall, well, he apparently was supposed to go up to that match, and he did, and so he said it'd be real great to fight you, especially if you were at that competition.
That's Auden himself.
Yeah, that's the boss. He likes to come down here and fight.
I would love that.
Wonderful. Oh, he's gonna be so excited.
Ask his name.
What's your name?
My name's Klaus.
Nice to meet you, Klaus.
Thanks. I'm an intern.
Worth it.
Oh, you should be being paid for all the work
I
you're
am.
doing.
I get to watch all these great fighters train, and I get to use the equipment for free.
What are you lifting at these days?
I'm at 15 pounds right now.
Well, keep trying. You'll get there.
I'm working on it, but
Where did you start? That's the important question.
15 pounds.
Okay, well, we all have to start somewhere,
this is my
Klaus.
first internship, so I'm just giving it a best shot.
How long have you been interning here, Klaus?
It's been like 2 months.
Okay, well, you may want to talk to someone about a different weight training regimen because clearly what you're doing is not.
Well, I mean, I'm just getting started. I mean, I've done a lot of like just stamina training before
well,
I'm gonna.
of course, okay.
I'm working on my endurance right now. I'm doing a lot of running, so then I can start working on weights. You gotta balance, apparently, a cardio and the strength.
Yes, what you ought to do, Klaus, is do cardio and do strength afterwards. That'll help burn and also tone while you do it.
Oh,
So,
I've been doing it the wrong way. That's
Yes.
probably why I've been goofing up.
yeah, I would say like at least 20 minutes of lifting after you do your cardio. That's just my
Great.
thought, but just wanted to help
Awesome.
out a fellow future combatant.
Wow, you're real nice. I
That's
must
right.
ask, are you staying at the resort or are you a guest of Cascasaria?
I am visiting Cascascaria. I haven't decided where I'm going to stay.
Great. That
yet.
will be 100 gold to put down to use in the fighting ring.
All right. Put that down.
Oh, that was really easy. Great.
I am a champion. I don't back
That's
down
true.
from the
I
fight.
should not have assumed that you would not carry money. Wonderful. Master Bjorhall is waiting for you in the ring. Please let me know if you need a towel.
I probably will. I loosen my furry cape before I go into the ring because I'm not gonna fight with that on. Put it down, and I head into the ring.
Braga, you
How old is Master Auden?
He looks like he is.
Is he like a silver fox?
He's a 48-year-old man.
All right. All
But
right.
he is jacked as shit.
All right. Braga's into that.
As the two of you meet in the ring, we cut to Hannah and Dee on your way to the Crioca Crest.
What a stupid name. Cucumber cut off crust.
Okay, you know what?
What?
Just say it. What is bothering you?
Nothing's bothering me. I'm not
Everything
making-
is bothering you. You have something to say about everything. Last time this happened, you left us in the middle of a battle at a festival.
Well, I believe that my leaving you aided you further.
No. Tell me right now. I want to get personal.
Let's do it. Great.
Can I roll out of it?
You both roll
Against each
2d6
other?
plus heart.
Jeez. Oh, well, that's not going to be helpful.
That's why I picked
Good
it.
luck.
I knew it.
Well, it's also that is the stat roll, but I also know that you
I know
have
it. I'm just
low
kidding.
heart stats.
Oopsies. Ah, darn.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I got a 6 plus 2. That's an 8. Plus 2 tokens is a 10.
What do I have going over there?
Hannah, you have 3 tokens. D, you have 3 tokens.
Oh, I have 3? Well, I just need... Well, what did you roll?
It's okay. I'm a big old failure. I'm just
Well
gonna
then.
keep 5.
So you'd like to use the
stay
2
alive.
tokens?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
You
You have to answer 3 of her questions truthfully, Hannah.
What is up your butt? That's number 1.
probably poop.
No, that's not. No, I need a real answer.
You asked me to answer honestly, and I haven't taken a shit today, so it might be bothering me.
Okay, so you're constipated. You're a little. I get that.
Maybe that's a problem. Maybe I ate something that wasn't right off that charcuterie board.
What are you actually feeling and thinking?
I feel unimportant, and I hate you. I don't really hate you, but I just feel like whatever I do, it's wrong. So why not have fun at being totally wrong?
Who or what is making you feel that way?
Violet. I don't want to be at odds with her. It just feels like she's like pointedly like trying to make me feel inferior.
I mean, could you? I don't want to invalidate your feelings, but first of all, maybe you should talk to her about it.
She's like not talkable too. Not I can talk to you. Easy to talk to. Every time I bring up something in the group, she shoots it down or turns it into a democracy. I have pretty fucking good ideas.
Well, we all have good ideas, and we're all rat queens, so...
But then why is she the leader? Why, if we all have good ideas, why
When
isn't
have
it?
we ever needed a leader? We only
She
started...
is the leader.
We only started talking about it because you were so obsessed with being the leader, and we were like, wait, why are you just all of a sudden the leader? We're all rat queens together. That's why.
And now Rock's a fucking rat queen too. Everyone could be a rat queen. This title means nothing.
Do you need some, like, badge of honor or something to show for us to show you that we care about you and you're important?
Oh my God, Jesus! Could you be more sassy right now?
I'm really asking that.
I'm fine. I'm totally confident in what I offer. It's just not really showing in my actions. So I just...
Well, listen, whatever you're going through, I don't want to diminish it or tell you to get over it quick. If we can help at all, let us know. But we have shit to do.
And I'm trying to do it. You're the one who wanted to stop to talk.
Well, this is the first time I've been alone with you since you made that pass at me. That totally threw me off, by the way. You're really good at you could sense that I wanted to have this heart to heart, and you just totally threw me off it. That's what happened, wasn't it?
Or the masks really brought out something special, and I was just checking the mood.
As the two of you continue to argue in the streets, the nighttime streets of Cascasaria. Thank you all for getting us to 500. I am making my GM move
Nice.
now.
Rest in peace, y'all.
Thank you, chat.
The two of you
We're dead now.
arguing with each other did not hear the crash of metal in the distance, the screams of terror from people on the streets, and the galloping footsteps of the oncoming owlbear, breaking free from the owlbear racing outdoor arena,
Whoa.
and is now headed in your way.
Oh, God.
Ah!
D, since you are facing that direction, you are able to see it first as you see the owlbear charging towards you. What do you want to do?
I grab Hannah and I lunge us both out of the way.
Wait, now you want to hook up?
Roll me 2d6 plus... Quick thinking, Canny.
I'm not in the mood right now.
Huh. I got a 9. Can I count right? Yes, I got a 9.
You have a 9. You have 1 token.
I will use it to save
So
our
make it
lives.
10. Great.
Good choice.
With that, yes, you are able to grab Hannah and quickly just barrel roll out of the way onto the other side of the street as the owlbear, now on all fours, turns around and starts to snarl at the two of you, almost sensing your disagreeing energy. Hannah, it looks directly at you. What do you want to do?
I want to scream in its face.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Because I read a book where you have to stand your ground and act aggressive, or else they're going to think you're less dominant. 4 guts, 10.
10.
All right.
Hannah, still in your old woman makeup and garb, you stand right in front of this owlbear. And is it a high-pitched scream? Is it a low-pitched? Is it a growl? What is it?
It's like angry girl, Hannah scream, ah!
You let out this guttural, angry scream. And you see this raging owlbear's face. Its eyes just suddenly go into puppy dog eyes as it stares at you terrifyingly. There has been a crowd that has started to gather around you. Now seeing this old shabby woman scare and scream at an owlbear into submission, you still see it lightly picking up its claws, patting at the ground beneath it.
I start doing this thing where it's trying to hone into its frequency.
Roll me 2d6 plus heart to see if you can connect with this owlbear. Swear if you all 6 of you
haven't used some tokens. So that's sorry, I moved that. That was a 3 originally. Mm-hmm. So that's 7. How many tokens do I have?
You have 3.
I'm gonna use them.
You see this owlbear, its little talons starts to stop as it sits on its back legs and just stares at you. And the crowd around you just, oh yes, I love Cascasaria. This is so great. Yay, street performers.
I'm gonna try. I want to find some type of hat or something to pass around.
Yeah, great idea.
And I walk over to the owlbear and pet it as she's doing that.
I'll say, yeah, you pull out your sand wizard satchel and you start to pass it around. You are a very terrifying looking sand wizard with red glowing eyes, so you only make about half the money you expect, having scared off some of the other people. As you begin to pet the owlbear and it starts to kind of cooper.
Cooper, do you want to fly us to the castle?
It just stares at you and it cocks its owl head all the way 90 degrees.
And I mimic it. No, You are ours now.
You are strangely good with this.
Oh! You see a frazzled wood elf running up. Oh my gosh! Perry! You found Perry! Oh! Did Perry hurt you? Did Perry hurt you? Please tell me Perry didn't hurt you.
Excuse me, sir. Are you the one who is in control of this animal?
I'm not a sir, but yes, this is my animal.
Are you a them?
Yes.
Where are you? Oh, hello.
Hi.
Forgive me. What I'd like to ask is this owlbear being mistreated, thus it broke out of its ranks?
No, you see, Perry is just a very, very excitable. As you see, they go up and start to like scratch the owlbear underneath the ear, and you start to see the owlbear's head kind of like, yeah.
Well, I can also do that. And I start scratching the owlbear on the other side.
It doesn't know which way to go now. It's just like being scratched on each side. I'm very impressed that you are able to calm down Perry. Perry gets very excited. Perry does not like racing at night. And it is nice. Sometimes Perry gets a little distracted and a little scared of mage light. We do use mage light around the arena.
Well, then why are you using this animal in the ring if it's uncomfortable?
Well, there was a scheduling mishap that accidentally listed Perry in the nighttime match. I did speak otherwise, but that is a bunch of owlbear racing business. Thank you so much. Here, she hands you a sack of 300 gold coins.
Ooh.
They get up real close to you. You promise that Perry did not hurt anyone.
Perry came.
Oh, hello. Oh my goodness,
close.
you're a sand wizard.
Yes, very close to trampling us.
We are very, very scared. If I hadn't been a very smart friend of a sand wizard, I wouldn't have been able to save my life. This is on your. Who's your supervisor?
They look at themselves. Me.
I want more money then, or your owl bear.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Meanwhile, D is like, I don't know if I'm an owlbear.
We already have a camel we don't have to do with.
How many rerolls are there?
None.
6, 7, 8, 9. 9.
They just kind of like. Here, they pull out a little checkbook and they pull out 2 tickets. These are complimentary tickets to the Owlbear Racing Arena, premium club level. If you ever want to come, I don't carry.
We're gonna hawk these, and I'll take the 300 coin as well.
I already gave it to you, but
well, I'm just saying. Upon also this, you be nice to this owlbear. I made a connection with it. You don't let this race at night.
Yes, it seems advantageous to not let it race at
Bad person you are.
Yes, I will reprimand. I will make sure to reprimand myself.
Reprimand yourself
later. Yep, I will take myself to my own office and punish myself severely.
That sounds incorrect. It's inappropriate.
I'm leaving now. Thank you for helping me. This has been an experience I want to forget. As you see them, wrap this little golden. They clip this little golden leash onto Perry the owlbear's little collar, and they start to lead Perry the owlbear back to the Owlbear Racing Arena. As Perry makes his way down, he kind of turns back and looks at you, Hannah, and makes a connection for a moment. And then turns back around and continues to walk to the arena.
I don't think you should hawk those tickets. I think we should go see your owlbear friend.
If the owlbear really loved me, it would come back to me, right?
It's in captivity.
It shouldn't be in captivity. My heart is in captivity. Let's go.
Wow, I've never seen you like this before.
They're helpless animals.
The two of you make your ways to the black Gothic doors of the Creoker Crest Resort. You open them up, and inside you see pools of magenta and blue, white, golds, and greens, all these beautiful lights from the beautiful stained glass and rose windows that decorate the inside of this lavish resort. All of the furniture is rococo. Everything is velvet and lovely. As you all approach inside, and you see a banner hanging up over one of the main ballrooms that says, "The Artificer Fine Art and Expo."
This looks swanky.
And promising. Do you want to talk about your feelings now that you've pried open mine? How are you feeling? I'd like to get personal with her as we're walking towards the Artifice Expo.
Roll me.
Sure you want to get personal
Okay, you both
with
roll
me?
2d6 plus heart.
Good luck.
You go first. Good luck.
8.
All right, I'll beat it. You just
It's
watch.
beatable. It's beatable.
8.
Whoa.
Roll off. Roll off. Roll off.
What do we
I'll say,
I win.
as you two try to get personal with each other in
Why
the
don't
lobby.
you tell me what you think?
No, you tell me.
No,
I just
you
told,
tell me.
I just told
No,
you.
you tell me more.
Excuse me. You see this beautiful male elf with golden blonde hair walk up to the two of you. You see on his back, you see this beautiful golden bow. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to ask you to not make a disturbance in the lobby of the Krioka Resort.
Who the fuck are you?
Well, my name is Leylon Redreed. I am the...
Red Reed. I'll make your Red Reed.
That is completely inappropriate, and I can't have you kicked out of the resort for that. You see,
Tell me it didn't tickle your pickle.
that is strike 2 on my strike list. I don't...
Is there some type of moral code here?
Well, I'll tell you this. As a personal code of mine, I don't take kindly to sexual harassment.
Well, forgive me. Next time I'll ask your consent to get you on your back.
I'm making a hard move. We cut to a scene of all of a sudden you see Leon holding old grandma Hannah by the edge of her dress, like by the nape of the neck of the dress, and you just see him throw her out onto the crowded streets of Cascasaria.
Good riddance. I've been trying to get rid of that old lady for so long. Can you show me the auction?
You see him flip his golden hair. I'm going to have to ask you a question. Are you going to sexually harass me?
No.
Wonderful. Now I take it you are a sand wizard. As I saw you two bickering in the foyer, I was curious upon your arrival here. We were not told of any sand wizards coming to the expo. Is there an artifact that you are perhaps interested in?
Well, yes. Anything that... I have a certain aesthetic I'm trying to complete my temple with. And I love things that are old and dead and in the form of things like skulls. I also like jewels.
I think I might have the piece that perhaps you are looking for, Sand Wizard. Now, follow me into the expo. We cut back to Betty, who is now sitting in the security office of the Iceverfell Resort.
Common move for you.
Oh,
With
dearie.
Cold Snap, the female dragonborn head of security at the Iceverfell, staring at you.
Huh? Oh, well, isn't this intimate? So what is your name, dearie?
I don't think I need to tell you that.
Okay, well, can I
You can call me head of security, yes.
Oh, you're the second head of security I've put in just 2 days.
Why does that not surprise me?
Well, you know what they say about smidgens, we get around. I'd love to get situated with you if possible. I'd like to get situated, please.
Get situated or get personal? Get personal is connecting with an NPC.
Personal.
Roll me
sorry,
2d6 plus heart.
Yep. For 5, huh? Do you have any token? I have one token, huh?
Betty, you have 1 token
That's
and no rerolls.
That's a 5.
Oh.
Not just so hot.
Oh man, it would be a good time for some reroll.
Well, dearie, I just been getting in a little bit of trouble here and there. You know how us old men are, just wandering around, going into the wrong doors and all that.
In an instant, you see Cold Snap smile. As she exhales, out of her mouth comes her frosted dragonborn breath. Her icy frosted dragonborn breath. That you suddenly feel yourself become frozen to the chair in the office.
Oh, it's quite chill. All right. All right.
Oh, thank you. I was wondering when the
Also,
accent would wear
yeah,
off.
it's kind of hurting my throat, and now it's cold, so like that's the whole thing. And hi, my name is Betty.
Okay.
I'm
Great.
here to help. Trying to help my friends, and I was trying to look at the. I just was trying to get into this room so I could see the surveillance because I'm looking for something to help stop the end of the world. It's a whole thing. It's a real big deal. I'm not trying to take anything from you guys. I'm telling you the truth.
Trying to stop the end of the world. Oh, if I've heard that one 1,000 times. Yes, Master Alden Bjorhall, master, a fighter, and now founder of the Iceberfell Resort. Yes, trying to stop the end of the world. Something's hidden here. Oh, one of his weapons, maybe. What the fuck are you talking about?
I was trying to be real cool about it and like treat you like a friend, but I guess can I try to get situated now to try to see if there's a way for me to get out of this?
Roll me 2d6 plus canny.
Gotta do something. I was trying to be cool, man.
Oh, dang!
That is a 14.
Whoa!
Ask me 3 questions about this ding dong room.
How do I get out of here with my butt intact?
There is one door. You're gonna have to leave it.
Is there anything in this room I can use to help me get away from her and get out? Like loose objects or I don't know.
You see that there is a box labeled confiscated items on top of Cold Snap's desk. Who knows what's inside of them? Or you can find out with your 3rd question.
Can I figure out what's inside this box?
Betty, as you kind of readjust yourself frozen in your chair, as you kind of arch your back a little higher, you are able to see what you believe to be the tips of 2 reverse daggers and 1 smoke bomb and 1 bone dagger in the confiscated box.
This is not as good situated, but how frozen am I? Can I move at all?
You can move your torso. I'll give this one to you. You can move your torso and above. Your butt and all that is beneath is frozen in ice to this chair.
Okay. I was look, lady. You seem like a pretty cool person that in different circumstances we probably have a lot to talk about. I was really just trying to give it to you straight, and it seems like you're not having it. And I get it, you're trying to do your job. I just point behind her. Oh my gosh! Look out behind you!
Oh.
I try to distract her to try to get into the box.
Roll me. I'm gonna say that's a defying danger. Roll me 2d6 plus canny, because you're using your quick thinking.
The oldest trick in the book, kids.
I mean,
4, 5, 6. That's an 8.
It's an 8.
That's an 8.
I'll say with her neck, she kind of turns around. She pivots her shoulders and she kind of turns around for a sec, but she doesn't turn around all the way. You can only do one thing in this minute, like in this second. What do you do?
Grab the smoke bomb.
Yes. I'll say you do that. You're able to grab the smoke bomb.
I grab and throw the smoke bomb. Can I do 2 things?
You can only do one.
I grab the smoke bomb.
You grab the smoke bomb.
She looks at me, maybe?
She turns back around.
I just throw in her face.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill. You're going to get rangy.
Close range. That's a 12.
Oh.
Not 12.
Wow.
You just, with all the strength you have in your body, you just throw. It's a pretty fat smoke bomb, about the size of a jaw, like a large jawbreaker. You take it and you just wind it up and you just throw it right, and it hits her right in the bridge of her dragonborn face and just explodes. And you start to see these ice in the smoke. You start to see these icy tears fall from Cold Snap's face as she stumbles throughout her security office, cursing in dragonborn. You see her knocking over the confiscated box. You see her slamming up against the wall. Her tail whips around and knocks your chair over.
Yay.
Breaking some of the ice, but not all of it.
Perfect. I grab my own dagger out of my sheath and just try to, get myself out of the rest of the ice.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Careful.
Oh, God, yeah. Be very careful.
I'm a very lucky suspicion today.
No more love handles?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
7, 8, that's a 9.
You do have one token.
That's a 10!
Betty, you're able to quickly ice pick yourself out with your dagger. I will say, though, because you used your dagger to not only pick a lock, but to also start chipping away at some ice, that dagger is looking pretty run down. You're going to have to definitely do some maintenance on it at another time. But, yes, you're able to quickly chip yourself out as you quickly reach behind you, open the door, and are able to escape.
I roll out of there like a bat out of hell, and I sneak. I just try to get just as far away from her office as I can into a different area of the hotel.
You start to make your way to the gambling arena. Or Violet, are you just meandering around the gambling pit? Or are you going to possibly go over to the sparring arena to see how Braga's doing?
I would love to try to chase Robin.
Great. Roll me 2d6 plus Canny.
Oh, Canny, jeez. Okay, that is an 8.
An 8. You start to see the undescribable. There, you almost feel this undescribable sensation kind of sit in the feeling of your gut. That same feeling that you had while sitting at the table with Robin, as you spot a figure moving, darting in and out of the crowds that you're able to follow towards the exit of the gambling pit into the main foyer again. When suddenly your baggage is triggered.
Great.
And sitting in the foyer is a family of dwarves. A father, a mother, and 2 twin daughters. The mother appears to be checking in as you see the father smiling, starting to lift both of his twin daughters on his biceps, playing with them.
Of course they're here. Gosh, of course. Fun resort. Fun family time. Of course, just everything's perfect, isn't it? Perfect if it's your way, right? Gosh, I couldn't even pretend. To be this person. This perfectly privileged person. God, that's what I am. Couldn't even be myself. God, it's ridiculous. This whole thing. God. Are you happy, family?
You see the father and the 2 twin daughters look at you? Yes.
Good. Hi,
Can I help you?
yes, actually. If you could do a dwarf a favor.
Oh, yes, anything for... I see that you have your beard shaved.
Yeah.
My sweet Mary and Margaret, don't keep your beards, please. You're beautiful with them. As he gestures to his 2 daughters.
Also important to let them do what they want, basically. But, the favor.
Yes.
I did a really, really bad job of picking out a disguise, and it's my friend's birthday party.
Oh, I love surprise birthdays.
Who doesn't, right?
What do you need help with?
Yeah, I just need some clothing that doesn't make me look like a complete idiot right now. I just need to get around this hotel. got any extra?
Fortunately, most of our baggage has been magically taken to the room. But here, you see him remove this kind of green cloak from his shoulders. This is all I have. But a dwarf helps out a dwarf when the dwarf call is made.
What room are you in?
We don't even know each other's names, and I don't think I should be telling you
The only
where my
reason I'm gonna
family
ask is because I'm gonna return it.
Oh. Sweetheart, what room are we in? Room 203. That's, you heard it from the missus. It's room 203.
I owe you one.
You can keep it. It's a dwarf favor is done. Great.
Take off my cap, too.
Just in a cape and some large pants. And like tucked in with like a high belt.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm feeling pretty good about myself. And I'm really obsessed with layouts. I think I'm going to go towards the security office.
Great. So you start to make your way towards the security office. And as you turn the hallway to what you believe to the narrow hallway to what you believe would be a security office, suddenly in an instant, Violet and Betty, you run into each other.
What?
And we cut to Braga. You and Odd and Bjorhall warming up in the ring.
Yeah.
All right, now what are we doing here? Is this a... Well, tell me what you did in the spring match up in the Northern Wilds.
Oh, I can't be giving you my secrets before the battle.
Well, are we going to, is it going to be a bare bones, or are we perhaps, is it a weapon-based battle? I like to know.
What's your flavor?
You know...
I want to meet you at your level.
Are you flirting
I
with
am
him?
flirting with him.
Rolling 2d6 plus hard.
Dang.
Braga is my spirit.
Oh, so good.
I love it.
And I get in trouble for flirting with a gorgeous elf.
Flirting
I'm
does not
flirting
equal
with the guy
harassing.
who's in charge of the resort. That is a 9, and I have no heart, but I'm going to use a token to make it a 10.
Yes,
Wonderful.
you
And Braga, you
are.
have 3 tokens remaining.
I
Ooh,
think
I
you
didn't know I
have
had that many.
heart.
Thank you, tokens. I thought I only had the 2. I have 4 now. I have 3 now? Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, tokens.
Yeah, yeah.
He starts to stretch. He smiles at you. All right. Then, there it is. So you see him
what
like
I was
flex,
rooting for.
and he's like all the muscles in his back just like ripple. So he like flexes and he comes back, and he gets into kind of like a grappling pose.
Wow.
What did you say your name was again?
Graba.
Graba. I'm going to try not to grab you too hard.
Oh, he's loose. Oh.
As he just lunges towards you. What do you do?
I think I spar with him. I mean, like, I think like if he lunges with me, I kind of parry a little bit and kind of like reach for his hand and kind of like swing him around a little bit.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
All right.
This is hot.
I'm into it.
I'm into it.
This is the fanfic I always wanted.
All right, that is going to be a 6 plus my 3, so that's 9.
So you're using your 3?
No,
your
my
3
three
guts.
guts.
That's right. I mean, you could make it a 2.
I mean, you know what? Why not? Thank you, token. I'll make it a 10.
You have 2 tokens. left.
Braga is showing off. Like her whole, what she's trying to do right now, basically, is if she, in her mind, it's like, in my mind, I'm Braga. If I like seduce the like owner of this resort, that might get me like behind the curtain a little bit. I might be able to like later on get him to like spill some secrets or like be a little more loose around me. So.
Get it. Loose indeed.
Yes.
As you are able to grapple with Auden, and you kind of throw him, like you kind of grab him. You grab him at an angle where you're able to kind of get the advantage on him and kind of throw him behind you, Braga, as he kind of grips the line against the edge of the sparring ring. Kind of looks back at you and is, oh. And now he comes at you full force.
Okay. Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I think because I already kind of just grappled him a little bit, and so I think like he's probably getting up and like struggling to get to his footing a little bit.
Yeah, he's definitely readjusting. He's kind of land up against the edge of the ring.
Yeah.
And he's kind of getting his footing again.
So I kind of like sweep his leg to knock him back down again,
Roll
and
me.
then yeah.
2d6 was good.
Yeah. All right, that That's 14.
Oh, baby!
It's 11 plus 3.
This foot sweep is the most graceful as fuck thing you've ever done. You almost like it's timed so perfectly that as he takes his right foot down to kind of start to ground himself, you just quickly almost as if it's no problem whatsoever.
Yeah.
You literally sweep him off his feet
Yeah.
and knock him to the ground.
And when he's on the ground, I go, that's where I want you.
You know what? You know what?
You see his face, his very pale Nordic face. The pink starts to rise to his cheeks. Klaus. Yes, sir. Klaus, I'm finished with the arena today. Me and Grab are going to go to my personal sauna.
Oh,
Okay, sir. You get to go to the Klaus, don't talk about it, please.
I offer him a hand to pull him up from the
He
ground.
takes your hand, and it's like a nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
As the two of you make your way, as you exit the fighting, the sparring arena, you make your way towards the baths close by, and you see that there is a black gilded door that Auden approaches, pulls out a key from his pocket, opens the door, holds it open for you as the two of you walk into Auden's personal sauna.
Well.
We come back over to the Creocar Resort. Hannah, you are outside. Dee, you are inside. I will say that this happened a while ago, but I will give it to you now. Hannah and Dee, you do have the possibility of doing a combo move. Is there any kind of combo you'd like to use right now or perhaps later?
So while I was asked out of the...
Kicked out of the resort.
Thrown out of the resort.
I was put on my ass. Let's just put it that way. I took off my old lady garb and reinstated Hannah into this and walked back in.
Wonderful. Okay. So Hannah Vazari comes walking back into the Creocar Resort, the Creocar's Crest Resort.
And I follow the signs to where I assume Dee has gone.
Yes, you find yourself once again inside the ballroom of the Artificer and Fine Art Expo. Inside this kind of black oak floor, there is a large fireplace in the back that is just huge and roaring. As you see a variety of magical glass cases holding a variety of paintings, items, weapons, the like, decorating the room as a group of guests and visitors, each from their own different places of time. Perhaps some of the wealthy, some who are just visiting and wanted to see perhaps what lies inside, each oohing and awing and delighting in the Artificers Expo.
Speaking of the wealthy, I didn't just disrobe and
No, you had your clothes underneath you.
Yes, but I did bestow my clothes to a homeless person so that they could have better.
Does Cascasaria have?
I imagine they do
people
because it's
experiencing
much like any well-populated town.
There is a poverty there is poverty that is within Cascasaria.
And I made sure to gift someone who had a little bit less than what poorly rags my old woman had.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe it's a perfect time to start the second poll. So if you can please start the second poll.
How ominous.
I have an idea. We might flash back to that. However, we pick up with you inside the Creocar's Crest, gazing at all the exhibits within the expo.
I sneak up behind. Do I see Dee?
You do not see Dee yet. Dee, you are being led by Leon Redreed to the corner of the expo room. He looks at you and sweeps his golden hair back. Now,
I do find myself checking him out a little bit because he is a gorgeous elfin man.
Gorgeous elfin man with very sharp features and a very nice bow and the arms to prove it.
Is he like Orlando Bloom, like Legolas hot?
He is Orlando Bloom.
Okay,
Legolas
I'm
hot.
into it. Okay. All right. So I'm just checking out a little.
All right. You said you wanted the dead skulls, gemstones. Yes.
Yes.
Well, Sand Wizard. I
have a name.
Yes. What is your name? Sand Wizard. Apologies.
Celso.
Celso the Sand Wizard. I like it.
That's what I said.
Celso.
Celso.
What does it mean? Does it have a meaning, I should say? That's rude of me to ask.
No, it is a good question.
Oh, you do something with your S's too.
Yes, I do. Some people say it is an accent. I believe Celso means one that is one that is connected to earth and to sky.
Oh, like the horizon, how it combines the earth and the sky together, the meeting point of the two.
Yes,
the in
very
between.
good.
Yes. Well, I believe Celso, you will love this as he gestures towards what is not a chaosium, but is in fact a jeweled mummy. Yes, it's got the dead skulls. This is a fine piece of, well, it's the old world. You see, this is a mummy dating back to the pre-Arcana century. It is bedazzled in its headdress, and it also has a gold shoes.
A mummy with gold shoes.
It's very rare.
Yes, I have never seen anything like this.
Madame Bula is very, very impressed with this find.
Yes, perhaps this might do nicely with my collection, but perhaps there is a more private, more upscale, high-end collection that Madame Buller could have given me access to.
Roll me 2d6. Say this is a get social. I'm gonna say.
Or get sexy, depending on what you want.
Do you want to get sexy with him?
Sure.
All right. I'm gonna say that this is. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say this is canny because you're trying to be an intuitive. You're
Okay.
trying to sneak your way in there.
Let's say I don't want to get thrown out for sexual harassment. I graze his bicep and his golden locks as I say that. 6. Do I have any tokens?
D, you have 0 tokens.
Oh no.
There is one reroll.
Do it.
I mean, why not?
Okay.
Get sexy.
All
Get
right,
sexy.
thanks.
Well, at least
Thanks,
succeed.
y'all. Okay.
Get
Yeah.
succeedy.
Yes, succeedy. That's 7. It's not that
Much
much
better.
better.
It is
Seven's
better.
better than a
It's better than
six.
six.
True,
Better
makes
than
A
six.
six
That's
is
true.
better than a fail.
Okay. That's the line.
He allows you to touch his hair. Because he's like, yeah. But, listen, only the most discerning and the most high end of customers are allowed to Madame Bula's private collection. I could perhaps go inquire for you, but I cannot promise anything.
Oh, just an inquiry would mean the world to me.
I'll be right back. As Leon Redreed begins to leave, and you spot D, you start to move towards D. The two of you lock eyes for a moment, and for a second, he swears that he's seen you somewhere recently, but just knocks it off as there's a lot of people in the resort right now, as he begins to make his way to Madame Bula's office.
Yeah, I do a light nod, respectful nod.
He nods back.
As he walks by, I whisper to myself, "I'll lay on him."
I'm going to say he does not hear that.
Great.
Thank goodness.
As Hannah, you find D.
D. Snake Sand Wizard.
Yes.
I'm back.
Good for you.
Did you find it?
He's trying to get me into Madame Buller's private collection, but it is not here.
So it's not hiding in plain sight.
No.
I'm just going to tell you right now. If it's not here, I don't want to eat crow.
Well, no one cares. See, that's the thing. You think everyone else is like keeping count on who's right and who's wrong. I don't care.
Tell me, Violet isn't keeping score. You guys accepted rock?
You are
with the
totally projecting.
projecting?
Yes.
What? What?
You don't? Do you know what that means?
Context clues.
Okay. What you are feeling, the insecurities you're feeling right now, thinking that everyone's like judging you and stuff, you're just kind of projecting those feelings onto everyone else. You're judging yourself, and you think that everyone else is doing that to you, but it's you you're projecting it onto them like that's their feeling, and you don't know that's their feeling. I'm tired.
You never talked that fast.
I know. I don't know. It's really tiring being a snake wizard.
Do you want to go get a cocktail?
I kind of do.
Great, let's go.
Wait, I have to wait for this Legolas.
Well, if he really wants you, he'll. Legolas?
I don't know. Leon.
What a nice
something.
name that is, though. Sound like the kind of suits him.
It kind of just, yeah.
His name is insinuative of so many sexual acts. Leon,
Ooh.
Reed,
Leon.
Red Reed.
Reed. It's
How am I
long.
not supposed to make sexual passes at the man?
I know, he's very, very beautiful.
And I thought an old lady might be charming. I guess I'm gonna have to put the Vasari moves on him.
I mean, look, like you were like straight up sexually harassing him. So
Excuse me,
yes,
Celso.
yes,
What?
that's me.
Hello, I don't.
Celso.
Are you friends? I don't believe we have met.
We are both staying in the same part of the resort.
We have interacted several times.
My name is Leon Redreed. Happy to make your acquaintance.
I clasped my hands, so I just saw myself.
Yes, wonderful.
Celso. Madame Bula wishes to see you.
Oh,
She's a wonderful woman, I hear.
Thank you. If you'll come this way, Celso.
Leon,
Yes.
what will you be doing in the interim? I was just about to go retrieve a cocktail I've heard so much about and thought maybe you could introduce me to your favorite one.
Well, that is an intriguing offer. I must accompany Celso to Madame Bula and presumably stay there just in case.
Perhaps I could join you on your walk at the very least.
Roll me 2d6 plus heart.
Or is this your combo?
can I
move?
help? Can I help her?
Oh,
Oh no, wait! I don't want to mess this up.
Combo.
No, you do it. No.
combo.
You-
No, I don't
you-
want to
you-
mess up my chance.
No, use your combo, then it's guaranteed.
Oh, the
success.
combo. Yeah, yeah.
Guaranteed.
Combo. Okay, combo.
Oh, man.
Thank you, combo.
Thank you, combo.
On purpose.
What is this combo?
So I say to Leon, listen, I know I'm alone here on this trip, and I have taken a liking to Celso. And really, I don't want to be alone, and I thought that this was a full-service resort, so I feel like Madame Bula would be okay if I accompanied. Wouldn't you agree,
Celso, yes. I have found this young woman to be very
young woman?
young, beautiful woman.
And isn't this sand wizard also beautiful? She has a little bit of snake going for her as well. You really got quite a team here, a menage or something.
And I graze, his locks and bicep again, just very respectfully.
And as she does that, I ask permission. May I also touch your hair?
I must say I'm feeling quite overwhelmed by the attention I've received today. I'll be honest, I was hired here recently, freelance, but
freelance, they should give you benefits.
My goodness, you could get all of the benefits.
I'll consider that.
Have you ever spent time with a sand wizard and a beautiful young?
Demonic, but also totally normal.
You're demonic?
Oh, no, just like in bed. I mean, forgive
in
me.
the best
In the
way.
best
You see
way.
Leon approach you very closely. You should have said that to begin with. Madame Bula would like to see you as well.
That's what I was driving at.
Come with me. As he starts to lead you to, as you start to go up a staircase that leads to the second level of this ballroom to Madame Bula's private office.
I hit, we're walking behind, and I hit the sand wizard like I'm excited.
We cut back to Braga and the sauna.
I like how much you're being forced to be flirted with by all of us tonight.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I write fan fiction too.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I'll read it.
We don't need to write it. It's happening right now.
I can bring you any kind of drink you would like. I can call Klaus to come bring us any kind of food or beverage. This sauna is what's my personal. You see, it has healing qualities. I use a certain kind of, well, you've been up to the Northern Wilds. I use a certain kind of rock salt found in the Northern Wilds. It really helps me rejuvenate, along with a few herbs that I also put on the sauna. You'll find it is quite relaxing.
Well, as much as it might be blasphemous in your icy hotel, I think a nice glass of straight-up fire whiskey would go really well right now. Just to add a little hot and cold element.
Couldn't have suggested it better myself. As you see him kind of knock on the door, and you see this little slot appear. Hello, what can I get for you?
The most joy kill voice on the planet.
Klaus, two of my best glasses and that bottle of fire whiskey I've been saving. Oh yeah, right away. As he closes the hatch. And Auden walks over to you and sits with a towel casually wrapped across his thighs in the sauna. What do you want to do, Braga?
Yeah, Braga, what do you want to do?
What are your options?
What does Braga want to do?
What are you
sexy,
thinking?
let's
What are
do
you
it.
thinking?
Roll me 2d6.
Is this a heist movie or is this a sex movie?
Well, sometimes
I'm
there's
saying
both.
plus skill. Because you've shown off your skill today.
All right. Ooh! 12.
Braga with the 12. Apparently. You begin to get sexy in the sauna. However, this is a very intense kind of sexy for you, Braga. Very intense. You can feel that
Oh no.
almost his battle senses are a part of this. He's almost closed off in a sense. He's very rough, and
Oh.
fortunately your baggage gets triggered.
Oh no.
As almost you see the scars on his back. It reminds you of a fight. A fight against your brother a long time ago. You start to lose yourself in that memory and in the moment. What happens?
I think that as he gets rough, I normally really like it when it gets really rough, but I think that scar, my hand hits it the wrong way, and it reminds me of a wound that I once delivered, and I kind of lose myself for a second, and I actually just punch him, right in the middle of just right across the face.
You punch him straight across the face, and Auden is kind of sent back against the sauna.
I'm so sorry. I was in the moment. Did I hurt you?
I'll be fine. It's just... Sorry, this is difficult for me as well. I'll be honest with you, I haven't done this in a long time. The last time I did it was with an orc woman. You're very wonderful, strong, beautiful, smart, and sensitive women, and wonderful fighters. So they say everyone has a love language, and perhaps that is mine, fighting, and I can't seem to escape it.
I kind of rub where I hit him with my thumb, kind of caress it a little bit.
Roll me 2d6 plus heart. Oh no.
Jeez.
Rub his face.
Stubble.
Okay, so that's a 5, but I have 2 more tokens left, so I'll just spend them. So I'll make it a 7.
You may, 7. So yes, you have one more token remaining.
Oh, thank you, token.
You just gotta, He kind of takes your hand for a second, leans into it, but then takes your hand and puts it back down. I'm sorry, this was very, very fast for me as well. I should get back to business. I do have a resort to attend to, and
Why don't we take things a step back? get dressed, and why don't you show me around your resort?
All right. You see, suddenly the door slot slides open. I got you that whiskey and the 2 glasses, Klaus. We don't need it anymore.
Aww.
He closes the slot. You see, Auden start to dress himself in like a nice Nordic kind of gray and steel robe. As you, Braga, begin to dress yourself kind of back into your.
I only have one outfit here, so
Yeah.
I put that right
He
back on.
offers you a robe. There is
Yeah.
a robe
Okay,
there.
yeah.
On top of your outfit, as the 2 of you exit his personal sauna, we cut to Betty and Violet, who have just collided into each other in the hallway.
Bill for
Bargain. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So I definitely blew my cover.
Okay.
I'm gonna I wipe my makeup off and like take off my costume. I'm just Betty now. I'm Betty, and we're just should avoid that Dragonborn security officer who definitely caught me trying to be sneaky. Let's
move it. Okay.
Let's keep searching.
This is a ridiculous strategy at the current moment. We're gonna walk and talk while we do this, so we can get out.
Okay.
Ridiculous strategy. There's a lot of floors. There's a lot of possible places, and I think.
I mean, we just gotta figure out. We just gotta find either someone to ask who we can get them to trust us, or we're gonna find some. We gotta or security.
Find the
safes.
tunnels.
Yeah. Oh, tunnels.
I know I'm obsessed.
They could be anywhere. It could be at the top floor of this place in a secure building, or
Floor plans. This is why we need a floor plan.
Floor plans, disguises, and tunnels. Suddenly from behind you, a figure stands. As you both feel a hand rest on your shoulders, and this female face with kind of bright red hair bobbed at her chin leans in.
Hi, hello.
Hi.
Hi. Who's this? Hi, hello.
Hi.
Hi again.
This is my my new friend Robin.
Hi, Rob. What? Hi, Robin.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Are you guys friends?
Yes.
Newly friends. You know, it's so funny. Robin was giving me some advice, and I took it, which was get a better disguise.
I can see you definitely tried, but come now. I mean, listen, I know a heist when I see one.
Can I get personal with her?
Sure, roll me 2d6 plus heart.
She could be in our side or not. 6, 7, 8, 9.
9, you get to ask one question.
Who?
You can ask that. I will say that is a good one to ask.
I was going to either say whose side is she on, or can we trust her?
Or what was you gonna say?
Who is she?
Yeah.
Oh, that one's that's probably.
We'll go with it.
Yeah,
We'll go with
Who
it.
is she?
Betty, as you look more closely at this woman's face, you see that her clothing, once again, now for you, are undescribable. You cannot think of any kind of word to describe them, nor do you feel that they are becoming memorable in your head. But you do recognize her face, specifically her smile, because you've seen it on a number of wanted posters. Her smile. Her face was covered with a mask, but her smile remained. She is Robin Banks, the infamous heist robber, whose heists are incredibly memorable, have always gone off without a hitch. And she is wanted across 7 realms.
Hey, Robin. I think we might have something we can collaborate on if you're game for some fun.
Now, you know me, I'm always game for some fun. I must say, Cascasaria, even I have not set my sights on, well, one of these resorts in a long time. For what I believe to be, now correct me if I'm wrong, first time heist babies. I would say that you are setting your sights Very high.
Okay. So I'm gonna say that A, you could be underestimating us, and B, we're willing to learn.
Because I know who you are, Robin, and you've got a real cool name, and I wish I had a cool name like you did.
And
Robin, their name is Robin Banks.
hi. This
Yes, and you're the Rat Queens.
God damn it. Why does everyone know who we are?
Well, you know what? I really screwed the pooch on this outfit. Okay, Robin, how do you feel about a collaboration with the Rat Queens?
You know, that's exactly what I was hoping you would say.
But listen, we're not saying stealing stuff from people is good. It's bad, generally speaking.
Can I also get personal?
Sure, you can roll 2d6 plus heart.
Yes. So that's a 7.
7. You can ask one question.
What can you give us that guarantees us you won't betray us?
Now that's an excellent question. See her pull off from like this shrouded magical garment she's wearing. See her extend and she has this beautiful like black velvet glove on. Pulls it off. She looks at the ring on her finger for a second. Pulls it off and gives it to you.
What's that?
The ring of my long-lost dead husband. That is my most precious thing. I have given it to you as my trust.
Oh.
I like you already, Robin.
And I like you all as well.
I give her a handful of mushrooms. Here you go.
I didn't ask for anything in return, but I will take these, thank you.
They're very good.
I trust you.
And they could, don't eat the green ones. Those are for bad guys.
Here, why don't you just take them? And she picks out the green ones and hands them back to you.
Well, fine.
Wonderful. She puts them in her pocket. Now, where is your headquarters? I assume that you have a place where surely you're not the only ones in your group. You usually accumulate a number of people, unless you're like me, in which it's usually a 1 to 3 person job.
Well, we're going to meet the rest of the Rat Queens in the lobby here in, oh dear, gosh.
Pretty soon.
Moments.
Wonderful. Well, we'll just fancy ourselves a little wait.
Drink, Robin?
Parched.
Great.
As we cut back over to Hannah and Dee.
I'm smelling another fanfic.
Cut back over to Hannah and Dee as you approach this circular oak door that has this beautiful stained glass window above it. As Leon steps in front of you, pulls out a key from like a wrist key bangle, inserts it into the door, unlocks it, takes out another key, inserts it into the door and unlocks it, and finally places his pinky ring against the insignia on the door. And the door slowly creaks open.
You think the door wouldn't make so much?
You enter a beautiful, beautiful library. Just floor to ceiling books. And at the back of this long office are 3 stained glass windows. One of ice, one of gold, one of ravens. As sitting behind the desk with tiny golden reading glasses on and a quill in her hand, Madame Bula Warmaw looks up at you. Oh. Yes. Leon, bring them in. I see you are the sand wizard, and you, what is special about you? Why has Leon brought you here?
I'm a demon child.
Oh. Leon. He knows me too well, even after such a short employment. Now, you say so? Sell so. My apologies.
Sell so.
My sand wizard pronunciation is quite poor. You were inquiring about an artifact. Perhaps a rare one from my personal collection that you would like to purchase.
Yes, I have been looking to complement my theme of my sanctuary, and I am looking for something exquisitely rare and perfectly formed. A skull, if you will. Preferably one with jewel of some sort. Tasteful, not bedazzled overly so, but well-rounded, well-appointed. Do you have something to my taste?
You have very exquisite taste, I must say. Did Leon show you the jeweled mummy that we have in the expo below? I believe that must be the only thing that will fit within your request. I'm unfortunate I don't have anything like that in my personal collection.
Oh, the mummy is exquisite. I, however, have been collecting skulls only, and having the entire form will disrupt my motif. But all is well. If you do not have what I seek, I am honored just for the chance to speak with you face to face. So thank you for this invitation to your private quarters.
And you, demon child, what do you want here?
Just to say hi.
She is a new companion, and she's very inquisitive. She likes to meet new people and see new places. Well, we should perhaps be going. I'm sure you are very busy.
Oh my goodness, what an amazing view you have.
Yes, these stained glass windows are exquisite.
You
as
have
well.
amazing taste.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate your compliments. However, I'm not going to let you leave yet. Simply coming into my office inquiring about an artifact, yes, Leon, I told you to be a little more discerning of customers who request me. You're not just any demon child, are you not?
I don't know what it would differentiate me from being a demon child as opposed to any demon child. I don't.
You see, suddenly Madame Bula puts down her quill, slowly removes her reading glasses, grabs her cane, and stands up from behind her chair. And this is when you get the first full glance of her. She is this elderly, large orc woman who just has like bejeweled tusks and this beautiful gothic bejeweled gown, and her hair done in a very Victorian and somewhat Gibson girl melded hairdo with a jeweled comb in the back. She walks over with her cane towards you. May I see your hand? She holds it. She presses down on the back of your hand. And Hannah, you feel a sharp pain.
What are you doing?
Tell me. She releases your hand. I recognize you now. You are Hannah Vazari of the Rat Queens.
What?
Oh yeah, I
Sorry.
don't like to.
Who are the Rat Queens?
I don't like to lead with that. when I'm traveling solo.
I don't know who that is.
Stop it.
You said your name was Camellia.
All right.
You were there. The day Baranon was attacked in Palisades for that summer festival.
Yeah.
You saw what happened there, did you not? I believe you are wanted in Palisades at this moment.
Very interested in turning us in for a...
Us? Well.
I don't want to turn you in. I simply want what you know from that event.
So that you can use your Chaosium well?
My what?
What is a Chaosium?
Well, you're a sand wizard. Surely you've heard of the ancient artifacts of myth.
Well, of course.
I did hear that one appeared there, which is why I'm curious.
Why are you curious?
Because I know something about those things.
Well, I'm wanting to know something about those things too. So perhaps if you're a little more forthcoming, I could be as well. Also, this is D.
Hey, hey, D what? The best sand wizard you've ever seen?
I use my magic to to blast out her contacts.
Does it work?
Yes.
Come on.
We're done here.
I had a whole thing going.
It was great. I don't want to take away from your theatrics, but let's just be real.
I don't approve of lying. But seeing as how you have something of mine that I'm interested in, information. You see her slowly walk over to a bookshelf. She pulls a plain-looking brown book out. And then you see her hand reach in further deeper into the bookshelf. And she pulls out a dark purple stone tome. She slowly brings it back to her desk, sits it on there, and opens it up. Did you see someone look like this? She points to a detailed drawing of a half-human, half-stone person whose skull was beginning to turn to stone as their flesh melts off their face, and a large hematite gemstone covers their eye.
So I didn't.
Did I?
Yes.
Yeah, you were there. That was one of the twins.
Oh. One of the twins.
You would definitely remember that because we tried to save them and they died. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it was when you weren't. It was when Eliza wasn't here. Dee was there.
Yes,
Yeah.
Dee was there.
To be honest, I haven't seen them, but I do know that we encountered them. I
So
was
you did.
doing amazing recon and protecting my group on the perimeter, and was able to subdue 5 men by myself.
Yes,
in
being
order.
very valuable to the group.
So you saw one of these things. One of these beings. Do you know
Well-
what they are?
I don't know what they are, but do you know what they are, and what do you want
Yes.
with them?
They are the agents of air.
A-I-R.
E-R-R.
E-R-R.
Of Arius.
Ah.
Oh,
She's been reading a lot.
yes. I know about Arius.
You do.
Well, I mean, I've heard and read some things about Arius.
For long, they thought Arius was simply a myth, simply one of the storybook titans that formed the world, the nothing that existed between everything, the in-between.
The one who causes the stars to loose.
Yes.
Sees
Yes.
and knows all things, whose name the end times brings.
She's an encyclopedia. This bitch kind of
Yes.
floated off the air and spattled some poetry at us.
Where did you hear that poem?
Well, we had a run-in with an Chaosium.
You know, I don't use the see you next Tuesday word very lightly, but that girl was a see you next Tuesday. Aveline.
Yes.
No, it was Sarah Lie, the one who gave the
Sarah Lee.
poem.
Oh, yeah, I don't like Aveline very much, just personally on a different level. But Sarah Lee.
Wonderful.
Someone attacked the summer festival that we were guarding, and
Yes, Baronin was there. He described
Yes.
the chaos, the shades.
exactly.
He could not tell me, though, of if he saw any forms in the shape of what I'm showing you in this book. You see,
I saw. I did.
That means they're real. That means that Chaosium's power is, in fact, true, and Baranon was not lying.
So then why does he suspect that you have a Chaosium? If you've already discussed this.
He suspects that I have a Chaosium.
He doesn't know if you do.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking for a Chaosium.
You're looking for a Chaosium.
Yes,
To destroy it.
To destroy it.
Have
How
you
do
not?
you destroy a Chaosium?
We kind of did already.
Yeah.
I mean, we're pretty great at what we do. I'm sure since you know who I am, I'm pretty amazing. I did subdue 5 men in order to secure the perimeter for my friends.
Was this the only person you saw of this? The only agent of air?
I think so.
You see, they are a small, small cult that many of us laughed at for so long. Cultures laughed at, thinking these individuals bowed and worshipped a fake god, a made-up god, a god of storybooks and tales.
How do you say God?
God.
Okay, sounds like saying something else.
Sounds familiar. Cool. Okay.
It's all fantasies, but
We can confirm
Listen,
not a
what-
fantasy.
I will tell you something truly terrifying. If you truly saw someone doing this, they committed a blood ritual that is so forbidden that they themselves are turning into a Chaosium as we speak.
Wow.
Their skin will turn to stone, their flesh will melt, their blood will become nothing, and they themselves will become a hollow vessel, I will say, that a Chaosium can then manifest into. They will not become it themselves, but they become a vessel for, well, Arius herself.
Why
Wow.
did I assume that Arius was a man?
Oh, I kind of thought Arius was just like a being, like
Yeah,
without
I
gender,
definitely-
Arius,
without-
I mean, it's a god. It can take many forms. But I
Yeah.
mean, a fake Titan god. How do we know this can't be real? It can't be real. As you start to see Bula start to shake on her cane a little bit, she looks at Leon. I'm sorry, I need to be alone for a moment. You two need to leave here. I'm sorry.
Bula, we
Yes.
don't mean to have upset you.
You have not upset me. It is simply something else.
Okay, with this obviously being around you is a very rare opportunity, and I just want to thank you for your time. And before we go, what does the Arden guy want a Chaosium for?
Arden. He would be someone who would want a Chaosium.
For what?
There is still the strength of a warrior that lies within him. He is unhappy. Ever since Baranon showed up, he has been nothing but unhappy here. I fear that he would use this artifact for unspeakable things, to perhaps cause some kind of destruction. He is weak at heart. He could be tempted.
He
How
has
well do
one.
you know him?
Roll me 2d6 plus heart.
I wasn't there, so I couldn't figure it out.
I'm not good at that.
Rerolls? Are there any rerolls?
There is no reroll.
Oh my
No.
goodness.
So far, Betty has 4 tokens, Violet has
Oh.
3 tokens, Braga has 1 token, Dee has 1 token, Hannah has 0 tokens.
All right, my token's not going to do nothing. So I failed very badly.
And I'll restate what I said, that he has one. Oh, also, never mind. You have to answer her to her fail. Fail or mixed
I
success?
failed. I got a 2.
Snake eyes.
Yeah. Very
Simply-
failed.
What do you mean?
Oh, wait, I have, 4. So, because it was
Simply-
heart, you said?
It's heart.
So I got a 4. Yeah.
Business partners who came upon Cascasaria.
Oh, you two used to fuck.
You're going to leave my office now.
Can we get personal? Can we try?
I will
again?
let you try.
Okay.
D's, yeah.
I'm gonna help
2d6
her.
plus heart. Too late.
Oh. I got a. Was that a 13? I can't count today. Y'all.
You have
Seriously,
an
my brain's-
11 on the dice.
Yeah, the 13.
You can ask 3 questions.
Yay.
Did they fuck? Did they used to fuck? I mean, I'm not gonna ask it like that. Okay, I'll ask it.
Ask it
sorry,
out, yeah.
I'll ask it more respectfully. Did you know him personally, intimately? Sorry.
Yes.
I was right.
He
about
was-
that. You were right.
When I was a young girl, a caravan came through our town. I was so inspired to become a merchant. It was frowned upon in my clan, but I left anyways. And well, he was the first person I met on my journey, and became friends. And then more than that. And then on our travels we stumbled upon Cascasaria and this hidden oasis in the desert where these pools of water simply float in the air and cascade down, and we thought, why not build something here together? And that's how it started, and then something happened. I don't know what happened with Auden, but something changed. And now I fear for him. I fear for what has changed within him. You have 2 more questions.
Oh, I got so
would you
lost
like
in
like
story.
something else before I must retire?
Okay. Oh, I really like her. Where would he keep it?
Yeah, where would it be?
Where would if he got his hands on something like this, a chaosium, where would he keep it?
He would keep it personal with him at all times. If he had access to one of these artifacts, are you sure he has access to one of these artifacts?
If you don't, he does.
Yeah, it's. We're pretty sure it's here in Cascasaria.
Who told you it was in Cascasaria?
Well, we're asking the questions here, lady.
Okay, my third question
He
is.
would keep it on him at all times.
My third question is, 'cause since
Yes.
we're getting attitude from her, whose side are you on, really?
I am on the side that protects Cascasaria. I hold this town's best interests at heart. I am one of its founders. I will not see it destroyed, and I will do everything in my power to ensure that this city still stands.
That sounds like you should help us find out where the Chaosium is. Because that could destroy your town.
I believe it's time for you to go. Leon, please see them out.
I want to give her something. I don't have a card, but something that she can find us again. Oh! I from my robes that have been magicked off of
I just
me.
magicked off your contacts.
Oh, okay.
I just
All
made
right.
you a normal face person.
So I'm going to pull from my robe the crystal that Violet slipped me from our hotel, our resort. Just, you seem like a really kind woman, and you've been through a lot. If you need us, or if you find out anything about how we can stop bad things from happening while we're here, just call us.
You come into my resort. You talk of Baronin. You accuse me of having a Chaosium.
We didn't
Asked.
accuse you, we asked you.
And then-
Honestly.
As a token, you provide me with one of Baronin's spying crystals.
It's not.
A spying crystal?
What?
There's a communication crystal.
Exactly. A communication that is open on both ends.
I take it back from her and smash it. And,
Well,
yeah.
I'm assuming you did not know.
I did not know.
I would have behaved much differently. Maybe not. I was going to say if I had been known I was...
Okay, I
I
start
will have you
pacing.
leave. No, you are leaving now, please.
Understandable, but please know, we clearly need to find out who we're working for.
Well, and also know that this town's going to go up in smoke. If you go and kicking us out, we're trying to help.
I pull
We're
Hannah
trying to
out
help
the door.
you, lady.
Thank
as the
you
two
so
of you,
much.
as she follows you to the door.
You're a really classy lady. Thank you
Don't
so
let
much.
your grievances get in the way of the health and well-being of others.
No,
The
do
two of
you.
you
I think you're great. You're doing great.
The two of you stand at the door. She stands there staring at you both. I will be the personal protector of this town. I appreciate your help, but no one can protect this town like I can, and I will see it. I will see to it that no one hurts my Cascasaria. As the doors close in your face.
I whip around to Leon. Would you like to get a drink?
I'm afraid that the Madame is quite upset, and I must see if there's anything I can do to assist her.
She doesn't want to be bothered right now.
Exactly. She does not want to be bothered by anyone else, but as her personal guard, I must attend to her. Good day.
Leon, you have to know, we didn't... I'm sorry about this whole disguise.
It was a good disguise. It got me. It got me real good.
That'll teach you next time.
Okay.
Why don't you... Look, when do you get off of your shift?
I don't really have a shift. It's kind of a 24-hour deal.
Really?
Whoa.
She has hired security. I've been a recent hire of security. She's paid me a very high rate to be at her side at all times. She is terrified of something. Listen, I must go.
Oh, shit, we got somewhere to be, too.
We're way late. Sorry, yeah, we gotta go too.
All right, bye.
Goodbye.
Well, yeah.
Oh, totally not you and me. Totally you and her.
Okay.
Just let you know, you're adorable. I'm gonna... Of course, I'm sexually aroused by you.
Did you talk? Wait, that's
Wait,
a little.
no,
That's a little.
bye,
Did you
let's
talk
go.
to me?
Just
Your
I
voice
grab
sounds very
it and
familiar.
just like we chomp down the stairs to the front door. Out.
So hot.
Oh my god.
We cut back to the Iceverfell Resort. Braga, as you and Auden begin to make your way into his office, where you start to take your turn around the resort. Would you like to ask him any questions?
Yeah, I think I will just say, well, you seem like a warrior, and you seem like someone who has collected quite a bit of the artifacts of war. Is there anything in your collection that you are particularly proud of? For me, it's this sapphire dagger that I took from a weak man on the road, essentially.
I'm hoping it was a gift.
It was a gift, yes.
Well, here I'll show you my my prized possession. As you make your way into a room that is connected to his office, he opens the doors, and inside, very simple room, a chair, a side table, a small traditional Viking hearth in the middle of the room. And there, hanging against the wall next to the chair, is a single silver blade. This was the first sword I wielded I forged it myself. I called it Silver's Bane. Named it myself, and well, yes, it was it was the only sword I ever held. And then upon creating this place, I retired it. Thought it would be for something more. And now it is not.
You bring joy and pleasure to thousands of people. That's glory in and of itself.
But I'm not fighting. I'm not out there on the battlefield. I feel the call. As all warriors do, I feel the call to fight. To die in battle, is that no greater way to go?
I don't know. I come from warriors. I come from battlers, and it seems like all we do is create a pile of corpses.
True.
It's better to stand and defend someone than it is to stand and slaughter someone.
If you have someone to defend. I have no one. I have nothing. Nothing now. Except... And then there's Baronin coming in here, acting like he owns the place. This young, sprightly drow doesn't know what we put together in making this place, all the hard work we put into this town. You see him start to grip this wooden chair. As the whites of his knuckles start to turn white, he's gripping this chair so hard, and you start to hear the wood crack underneath his grip. What we had to sacrifice, what we gave up to do this. And he comes in here with his masks and his gold and his gaiety and thinks that that's all fun and games. Cascasaria is all games, and it's not games, is it, Gora? It's not games.
I know it's a Garba, but it's
Grabba.
Grabba.
That's fine. As you see him grab the chair and throw it against the wall, and it splinters. And in that instance, you hear the running of footsteps, and suddenly you feel a shadow. You feel a figure standing behind you. Sir, I'm afraid there is someone who is they got the best of me. And you turn around and you see a pissed off dragonborn whose white scales are now like just rising, and like her dragonbornness is starting to flare out as her eyes become dilated, and you see the frost from her breath continue to collect and collect as the magical armbands you see on her arm the runes start to glow. And suddenly she goes like this, and two different like weaponized ice shields appear on her arms. Cold snap, please. I'm sorry. What do you mean? There's someone here who is trying to get the best of us. They are trying to break into your resort. And suddenly, Auden is done. You see him grab the sword from on top of the wall and wield it and start to be like, I'm afraid you're going to have to lead. Grabbo.
While this is happening, because Colt's not coming in reporting to him, in my head I immediately go, oh, Betty got caught. So I just want to do a real quick get situated with the room to see if I can catch anything while I'm looking around while it's happening.
Sure, roll me 2d6 plus canny.
Clever girl.
Okay, so that's... I rolled a 10. Oh, wait, I have a token.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 10. I use a -1 for canny, but I'm going to add that one back
That
with
is
my
your
token.
one token.
Yeah, so I get a 10 for the canny.
Great, you can ask 3 questions of the room.
Okay, so the 3 questions that I can ask, and then hang on, I get situated. Where is it? Okay, so what is going on here that isn't obvious to me? This is before he said we have to go.
Yeah. So before Cold Snapper came in, or while Cold Snap was in here?
Kind of like as that was happening. Yeah, I know I used Cold Snap's arrival as like a distraction to look around the room, so Cold Snap is there.
You don't notice anything out of the ordinary, but you can see that suddenly, as soon as he was told that someone is trying to break in, Auden was like on guard.
Okay. There's a question that's like, how can I profit from the situation? But I think for this scenario, I think it'd be like, how can I take advantage? Like, what in this room is useful for me to know for later? Like when we're trying to break back in later. What's
You see that there's a door connected to his office is slightly open.
Okay, and the last one is the Chaosium anywhere near us? Because yeah, I think at this point, when someone is as angry as he is, he's my guy now in my head. So
no.
Oh.
All along.
Yeah. He could also just be an angry dude. Like we don't know any of these
Well,
owners own the.
Suddenly, Auden. Sorry, Grabba. I'm going to have to.
I understand.
Perhaps another time we can spar and drinks or food and spar.
I would like that. Yes, I will let you get to your business, and I will see my way out.
All right, Cold Snap, take me. Let's go. As you see the two of them start to rush towards the security office. Braga, you start to make your way back to the lobby.
Was I left alone in his office, or was I escorted out?
No, you were escorted
okay.
out. Oh, gosh, no. He is not going to let you alone in his office. Good question, though.
Yeah,
Good.
But no, you were definitely the first person out.
Yeah.
As he turned and locked the door and then proceeded to leave.
Yeah. Okay, so I head back down to the casino floor and... Oh, what do I do? Because I know that my friends are in danger, and I'm trying to think of how I can warn them without...
You do look at the time, and you're able to know that this is perhaps the meetup time.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll be there, maybe they won't.
You know where you are.
Okay.
Lobby.
I go down to the lobby, and I can see them across the room, right?
Yes.
I stand up on a banister.
Can we say that we've made our way back to?
I will say, before you do that, we cut a little bit before your entrance, Braga, to Betty and Violet sitting comfortably with Robin sandwiched in between them.
That is so funny, Robin. That is funny.
I know. And then men will do anything you want if you just show them your titties.
I like her so much. Oh, God, this is funny.
Now, I'm going to ask a quick question. Betty,
This is taking forever. What?
you seem a little perturbed, but, I like your stuff. I like how you offered me something upon giving my trust token. Please. Oh. That was a silly question. What are y'all stealing? Betty, in this moment, you are so captivated by Robin that your naivete takes the best of you, and you inherently trust this person.
Well, I feel like I can trust you. And I'm gonna have to. This is a big job we gotta do. We're gonna save this whole place by finding a crystal skull. It looks like a crystal skull. It looks like a crystal skull. Betty. And it's somewhere in this building.
Oh, so you're not just going after money, is it? You're going after something else.
And this crystal skull isn't worth anything, so don't even think about taking it. It's evil.
What an interesting heist.
Oh, yeah.
So we have to find it, and you have to help us. We have to figure out a way to find it in this giant place.
Betty, she takes your hand in her hand. Do not worry. I am here to help you and offer any and all of my services.
Okay, well, as soon as everyone gets here, we can make a plan.
And of course, I have your. It's so great to have your ring and your trust. And your, gosh, I mean, your funny stories, which are funny. We should probably maybe focus on those because we have funny stories too. So more.
Oh, I bet.
More of those and less of.
What? What?
Nothing.
She gave us her ring.
Yeah, true.
Suddenly, Hannah and Dee come into the foyer.
Who the fuck is this bitch?
It's our new business partner.
New friends. We made new friends. What'd you do?
I'm going to help y'all make this heist go off
Whoa.
What?
It's shush. You guys shush. It's fine. We'll figure it out.
Hey, and Robin, we don't say the H word.
Yeah. Anybody could be a fucking rat queen. Anybody.
I was not told I could be a rat queen.
She's just here. She knows everything.
Well, she knew who
Do you have no control over this group?
Do you have no control of your vocal volume?
Yeah, I don't give a shit. This is fucked up.
All right, we should probably go somewhere private and talk
Oh,
about
we
this.
raising our hands now? Oh, I
we
do.
go back to raising
I just
hands?
want to pick Hannah up and move her behind the check-in, behind the check-in counter.
You get off me, you
just to
sticky
have a
dwarf.
little moment. Stop it.
No, fuck you.
You know what?
Fuck
I
you.
want to use my magic on that mouth.
Stop.
Hey, guys, where's Braga?
You stop it. Just including every goddamn.
What is wrong with you? I'm not including. No, we were in a pickle.
Didn't you guys find anything? Did you guys even do anything?
We found a lot. We found a lot of information out.
Okay.
Where is Braga?
Oh, actually, she went to the. Where did she go? To the.
Oh, the dueling
You lost,
arena?
Braga.
We didn't lose Braga for the love of.
Unbelievable.
And in that moment, Braga,
Yeah.
you do what you were saying you were
Yeah,
doing.
so I'm on the other side of the floor, and I'm probably close to the fighting pits if that's on the other side of the room, right? I'm probably
I would say
layout
yeah.
wise. So I think I stand up maybe where the victors would stand after a combat, and I see the people moving towards, looking for where you guys are, and I fish out of my pocket this tattered book of poetry that Braga has written, and if I take a deep breath and I just start reciting a poem that Braga wrote.
Oh my god.
Let me sing the glory, friends, of maidens never fair, for when chaos bursts upon the streets, you'll find them standing there.
What's happening?
Their wits as sharp as their blades, and I look over and see you guys, and I'm going, their wits as sharp as their blades.
Okay, get out.
And both they're quick to use. If you face them toe-to-toe, either way, you'll lose.
And suddenly, in the middle of your poem, from like the gambling hall, Betty, you notice first. You see the raging face of Cold Snap, desperately and quickly trying to look for you.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
she's
leaving.
looking for an old man smidgen. Who's not me. For sure isn't me.
Maybe
Braga, as you continue your distraction.
Hey guys, I'm pretty sure they're looking for like just me. Probably not you guys.
What?
I'm a hide.
We should leave. Maybe.
Should we just go? We should just
We
go.
should leave.
Yeah.
Meet you in our room. Meet you in our room. I
Okay.
want to grab the hand of Robin just to go.
Ooh, yeah, let's go.
Okay, so we're leaving.
The angry one who claims no love, but we all know that's a lie. The champion with demons too, but hidden in her eyes. The sorceress with godlike gifts who will never be a thrall.
Oh.
The plucky thief who's smallest, sure, but bravest of us all.
Oh, that was lovely. Please stop throwing your
There's more. There's more, but I want you guys to roleplay around
Okay.
it. So.
But we're leaving. I'm gone. I don't even hear the rest
yeah.
of this.
We run to the front door.
I'm out
to
the
escape.
door
Do we take a roll for this?
with Robin.
Out.
I'll say, yeah, Betty, you have to. I say you roll 2d6 plus
Can
skill
I help?
to see.
I want to help. I do want to help.
Okay, so roll your Betty bond real quick.
Yup. Because I would have definitely hit. Oh, saw one side of it. I got what am I? Oh, bond. I got an 8.
So you get a +1, Betty.
Okay.
Yes. God.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I have 4 tokens. I'll use 2 for 10.
Wonderful. Yes, Betty. Amidst, you are able to kind of weave yourself in and out of your fellow queens
Later.
as you're able to dodge Cold Snap's like dragonborn vision.
And I'm covering.
You're covering.
Yeah, just
While
like.
Braga continues as a small crowd has started to gather around her.
Yay.
These are my sisters, each of them, and I sing of them with pride. They joined with me and trusted me when I thought my hope had died. And so with my axe, I'll spend my days fighting at their side.
To see the applause,
really
and all
nice.
of a sudden the small figure comes up right next to you. Well, I'm gonna have to say that was a very impressive poem. However, you cannot use the victor stand for public acts of recitation or speech.
There's a victor.
Oh, you were? Oh, is that how people get victory speeches now in poetry? Oh man, I gotta work on my literacy too. Oh no. Oh, I'll never be able to do that. Oh, get strong and be smart in the books. Oh,
You don't have to do both. I just try to.
gosh. You're like the complete package.
I am. And speaking of package, I need to deliver myself out to where I have to go. So I
Wow,
will.
that was a real nice exit line, too. Oh, man, I just gotta work on my shit.
All right, well,
I didn't leave, so I was on the outskirts of the crowd that listened to Braga. So as she exits, I walk out with her.
And I'm like really embarrassed now when I see you. Like I'm like blushing.
Listen, I'm a little pissed, but also I'm really impressed.
Wait, why are you?
Oh, you were just talking about me.
I said a nice thing.
Was it a nice thing?
It was
I'm not really
saying
poet
that.
literate.
Okay.
I'm
I'm not really a poet. It's just it's things I try to do. I write stuff. Look, we need to go. We need to go right now.
Yeah, we're walking.
Okay.
You are a poet. You did it.
It's just some words.
I couldn't do that. If it doesn't have the F word in it, I'm probably not gonna say it. It's pretty good.
Thank you.
Sounded good.
Thank you.
What do I know?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
As Bobbit told me, I need to stop apologizing for my art. I need to just do it and embrace it and let it be who I am.
What if you treated your art like your strength? What if you just pretended that your art was your strength?
Oh, I never really
You're
thought of
really
it that way.
super confident in that.
I never thought of it that way. We need to go.
Yeah, we're walking.
Yeah.
Hey, throwing no attention to ourselves. These other crazy ratties.
Yeah, we're already back at
Hey,
the other
Yeah.
guys,
I
right?
think I banged an evil dude today.
How did that feel?
It was pretty good,
I
actually.
really tried to bang.
I punched him in the face.
What?
Right in the middle of it.
What?
Yeah.
Did
I
you-
didn't mean to.
Well, I
Felt
don't
pretty
know
good,
what
though.
you're into.
I mean, I've done that before, but not on purpose. Like, this was just... Ugh.
I would not want to be on the receiving end of that.
We
Fine.
cut to the penthouse sometime later as Hannah and Braga are the final ones to enter into the current Rock Queen's HQ.
He had like blonde hair and it was like flowy and it was.
Yeah,
I
he
know.
was-
You know everything for elves. So.
Well, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everyone, would have a thing for this elf.
Hey, you have the crystal, right? And I'm just gonna make sure
I do not.
What? Oh yeah, I know this.
So, okay, here's what happened.
Robin is also here, sipping tea.
Is Rock here right now?
No,
Okay.
Rock is not.
I had to smash it. Basically, I had to smash it.
We're being spied on. No one to trust in this situation.
We did get into Madame Bola's personal office. We talked to her. We know a lot of stuff now. She and Ogden had a thing.
Oh.
Wait, is she an orc?
She is a very classy ass orc lady.
He told
Yeah.
me he used to bang an orc.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah.
She must be a chaser.
Does that?
Jeez.
It's like it's like a guy who's into orcs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Makes me feel
Yeah, but you're still
wait.
high quality work,
Thank-
so
thank-
that doesn't
thank you.
change
I'm guessing
that.
you've caught us up on what happened.
Well, I walked it. Yeah.
Oh, right. Well,
Or
no,
that
yeah,
might have been
so
me telling you what
Okay.
happened.
We
All
spilled
right.
the tea.
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay.
Listen, what the fuck is this?
All right.
It's Robin.
Robin has experience.
And she has a really cool name. I think we need
With
a better
Robin
name
Banks.
than Rat Queens because her name is Robin Banks.
Are you serious?
It's so good. It's so good, isn't it great?
When
No,
you're in my
it's
line
not.
of business, you cannot go by any kind of suit. You have to go by a very specific kind of pseudonym, I should say. And I did stumble upon your friends wandering around the Asperfell in some disguises. And I do know an operation when I see one, having been a part of so many successful ones.
I'd like
So-
to
Are
get
you?
personal.
Yeah, me too.
No, we already trust her. We know she's good.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Shit.
me too.
Go ahead and get personal. I want us all on the same page.
Yeah, I wanna.
See,
But-
who does someone?
I'll
I'll say
both?
Why
I'll
don't you
say
support? Yeah, both. Wait, what do we
I'll
want to
say
roll?
one person roll since you both are kind of on the same page.
This is hard.
It's
This
hard.
Is my stronger.
Oh, then you do it.
You want to roll my bond?
Yeah, I do want to roll your bond.
Roll my bond, girl.
Gonna roll the bond. Rolling the bonds.
Why
Did-
can't they just believe you when I say something? I don't really understand
'Cause you're
how
naive.
this friendship works.
What
We're-
do re-rolls stand at?
There is one reroll.
Oh,
Wait.
well.
I believe you.
And what do I don't have any.
Hannah, you have 0 tokens.
And we're
Do
gonna
you have one?
And what was I rolling my plus my bond?
Bond.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm a willing.
That's 7.
That's giving you a +1.
Is it?
It's a +1.
I'm
you.
gonna,
All right.
I'm gonna let you take that without a reroll.
That's wonderful. Thank you. So +1, +3 total. I got a 9.
+1.
Do you have any tokens?
Well, no, total. Oh, wait. I do have 1 token.
Woo!
So 10.
Yay!
Wonderful.
Yay! Thank you, everyone, for that.
Yay!
So with a 10, D, you can ask Robin 3 questions.
I'm
I'm an open book.
Okay, Robin,
Mhm.
if that's who you say you are.
She does. She said that she doesn't. That's
Okay.
not who she is. It's not a real name.
Okay.
Told us to suit it in.
I know my friends trust you, and I trust my friends, but I just want to make sure. Were you sent here by someone to intercept what we're doing?
Now I know why you're asking that, because overhearing what your conversation about a spying crystal, this sounds a lot deeper than I imagined. Listen, I am a woman of many talents, a woman who loves riches, and a woman who is damn good at her job. I, though, have never been able to, let's say, tackle Cascasaria. It is my... Oh, it's in some kind of book I read. White whale, they say. It is my goal in life to rob Cascasaria of its riches, and that is why I'm here.
Are there white whales? Am I missing something?
Maybe.
I think it's a figure of speech. It's
It was
like-
from a book I
Yeah.
read a long time ago.
It sounds like fiction.
All right, I'm
whales
on
are
to
like
you.
an
Try to
analogy.
sound smart.
All
White
right.
whales are hard to catch, or they're
Mhm.
rare, I should say. So yeah, I get the
Mhm.
reference because I read books.
I read books.
So
You're right.
okay, what are you bullshitting us?
No. I'm so sorry if it's come off that way. I know people say, listen, when you're in my line of work, you try to be the most disarming person in the room, and I can see how that can come off of as possibly distrustful or a little too trustful, but you have me at my word. I have your best interests in mind. I am incredibly intrigued by not only the 5 of you trying to pull off this heist yourselves, but also the item that you are also trying to secure, as told to me by your friend Betty here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
I already said we vetted her.
You get
It's
one more
close
question,
line.
right?
I'm sorry I didn't stop her, but we might as well be truthful and trustworthy.
Okay.
Anything else?
Are you expecting a cut out of this?
Well, I mean, I'm assuming you're going to be getting into some kind of vault. And
okay.
I will, of course, be taking my share of the pickings. I don't know necessarily what this... To be going after something quite magical, I'll leave you to that. I am very much more of a material girl myself, in that I will simply take what I want.
Okay, sweet.
Which is a good
little-
thing ultimately.
Sure,
Yeah.
but
Do
what if
you
it's
understand
not in a
that-
vault?
It might not be in a vault. We don't know where the fuck it is. And are you aware that people have died over the first iteration of this? Are you willing to be involved in something that may cause chaos and terror and death? Is that cool with you?
Yeah, this isn't just like picking out some gold coins or jewels. This is like major stuff.
She likes a challenge, maybe.
I told you Cascasaria was my dream. If I can infiltrate here, I will go down in the history books as the greatest thief that has ever existed.
Well, the greatest thief with cool friends who probably we shouldn't tell.
True, but I did do a lot of... I am here today because of
Right.
my own work by
Oh, okay,
myself.
okay.
Yeah, we're
Alright,
gonna give you
well.
that credit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
can take
maybe
all
don't
the credit
mention
you
that
want
here.
for Robin.
Yeah, that's probably fine.
I want to point out, you were telling me that she said that he would have it on him.
Yes.
He did not have it on him when I was there. So if
How do you
they're
know that,
sure,
Braga?
I checked a lot of crevices. I know he didn't have it on him. So either he doesn't have it or there's something else happening here.
Or there's...
But there's also
she's
something else I'm
lying.
nervous about, is that we found out these crystals are spying devices, right?
Yeah.
There's one in the middle of the room we're in right now.
Listen,
Smash.
I'm not one for awareness. It's not my forte necessarily. But she said it's always going to be something near him that's close to him. She was close to
Can
him.
I smash the spying glass before she says that, though? Like, seriously.
You want to smash that crystal in the room?
Uh-huh.
No,
Yeah.
our friend lives in there.
Roll me
Arisa.
roll 2d6
friend?
roll me 2d6 plus guts
Arisa.
D.
Oh, there's an
It's like
Alexa.
an Alexa.
Isn't it yeah, it's like a hologram.
Yeah, but she also could be a slave. We don't really know.
Well, maybe we'll free her now. What is it?
2d6 plus guts.
I like that
I
attitude.
really, that's a win-win for me.
Ah, man, I'm not.
It's those
rolling
dice.
well.
Zach touched them.
Ugh.
Okay.
5.
With a 5, D, you take the hilt of your scimitar and you try to bring it down onto Arsena's crystal in the corner of the room. But unfortunately, it is so hard that just your hand slips with your blade and you end up slamming your hand down onto the rock
no.
and you break your wrist
Oh,
for
Oh, no.
3 points of damage.
And mark experience, too.
And mark experience,
Okay.
yes, on failed rolls.
Oh, D, there's a easier way to do that. Hey, Arsena, come out, please.
You suddenly see this crystalline being appear. Hello, how can I help?
Arsena, is this a two-way thing? Can you hear everything we're talking about all the time? I feel like we talked to you about this already, but are you...
I can only hear you when you address me in this form.
Arsena, can Baron and Rock
Yeah.
hear what we're talking about?
I can only address you when I'm in this form, and they cannot hear you as well.
I don't believe that.
Is there any other device that can hear us?
There are
this
no
room?
hearing devices in the room.
Are you lying?
No, I am
Are you
not
telling
lying.
the truth?
Yes, I am.
Are you telling the
Did you
truth?
know?
Yes, I am.
Are you telling
Yes,
the truth?
I am.
Are you telling
Yes,
the
I
truth or
am.
you're lying?
Yes, I am telling the truth.
Would you know if they had done something outside of your program? How would you know?
I do not exist by a program. I am simply an entity of the crystal.
I did.
Right.
Yeah,
I
we
did
did
say, are you
All right,
lying?
we're
And
in
she
the
said,
loop.
yes, I am.
No, we did this already. Can you just call Rock here, please? We just gotta talk to Rock.
Whoa.
Why can't we just talk to her directly and figure it out? And if she's lying, we'll...
I don't know.
What do you think, leader?
Something stinks.
Hey, stop doing that to
Well,
me.
you're the leader. Make
We
the
are
choice.
a group of people. They're all very smart and capable.
What do you think, Robin Banks, the newest person of our
Stop
group?
it, Hannah. Stop it.
Oh, what?
In the corner of the room, you see Robin lighting a cigarette.
Yeah, this sucks sometimes.
No, it's... The pieces are all there.
Huh? What?
What? Wait.
What?
What have you figured out?
That lady has the Chaosium.
I was going to say
Yeah,
that.
that's what we were thinking.
Yes.
We didn't realize in the moment. We trusted her.
I mean, I kind of thought maybe, but then she was
What you need?
confusing.
Floor plans? What are we doing now?
We do we have floor plans to that resort?
Amateurs. She throws the cigarette out the window, out the door onto the patio. And from underneath this kind of like mesmerizing magical shroud that she's still wearing that none of you are able to like remember or describe. It is so enchanted you cannot even comprehend. She pulls a bag from behind her back and she opens it. All right, books, security guard names, magical items and keys. All right. Now, 3 resorts here. How am I going to tackle all these on my own? But no, I am a professional. And a professional does her research. And out in front of you, on the coffee table, is the floor plan to the Creoker Crest Resort.
Ooh. Well done. I really admire that you have these because this is what we needed. This is the exact train of thought.
She has a thing for floor plans.
I'm really into them. I don't know how to tell you that more. So, this is what we think?
Yeah.
Wait, didn't you say you asked her point blank if she had it and she didn't flinch or anything, or you trusted her?
I mean, yeah, but
Was it one of our good personal questions?
well, huh?
Was it one of our good personal questions? We didn't ask.
It
You
was
did not.
Ah!
Okay. Here's the deal. So, Ogden. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they have a history. She kept saying she like tried to make us like start questioning him, and it worked in the moment, trust me. But now that I think about it, yeah, she was trying to just divert our attention from her, and so we ended up asking her questions about her and him instead of just saying, do you have the Chaosium? And then, right as she was kicking us out, she said that she would do anything to protect Cascasaria, and she's the only person who will protect Cascasaria, because she's the only person who's the protector.
I was
And
right.
I will say that Auden cared about his sword more than anything else. I don't think he's someone who would use a magical item as his protector. I think he would consider it about his sword and his strength.
I just want to reiterate.
I know, we heard you. Yes.
But I do want to say that you were right there in the room with the woman who had the thing we needed. So before you ask us to eat crow, I'd just like you to hear the calling. Call.
Guys, come
Also,
on.
the plan was to figure out where it was, and we figured it out.
And
I don't
we
know
did
why
that.
we're fighting about
I'm
it.
going to ask a question. Does bickering come with being a part of this group?
Yes,
Yeah,
it does.
lately it does.
Basically, it does.
Apparently.
Sorry.
Listen, we don't have any more time to lose.
Uh-huh.
All 5 of y'all being in both resorts has definitely alerted whoever runs these things. So we're going to be working with some heightened security. Now, let's get planning, shall we?
Yes.
Yeah.
We cut to the office of Madame Bula Warmaw
Oh boy.
at the Creoker Crest Resort. You see her standing there in front of her 3 paned glass windows, looking out over the scenes of Cascasaria. From her cane, she unscrews the handle, and from within it is a key. She walks up to the bookcase closest to her. She puts the key in. The bookcase opens, and there sitting in a box, a slow purple pulse coming out from it. You see her walk over, having a harder time without her cane. As one of her hands goes to touch it, for a moment, the box rattles. She takes back her hand. Yes. This is for the best. As you see her then begin to levitate the box with magic, as Madame Bula Warmaw begins to walk to the vault of the Creoker Resort. And that is where we will end tonight's story. Yes. Thank you all so much for joining us. What a fun episode. Thank you so much. So let us go ahead and give some shout outs to the people who made tonight's show possible. Thank you to everyone who voted in the polls. I loved what you picked. Thank you so much.
What was?
You want to know the polls?
Yeah.
One of them was there's an event going on at one of the resorts. What is the event? You could either pick the Iceverfell or the Creoker Resort. They chose the Creoker Resort is holding an event, and it was the Artificers Expo.
Double cross.
And then the second poll was something will be revealed. Either a piece of knowledge about the history of Cascasaria and its patrons, Bula and Auden, which we got a little taste of, but we didn't get the whole story.
Yeah, there's something going on there.
Or a piece of knowledge about Arius, the old god. Of course, Arius was picked, and we got a little bit more information about the Agents of Air. So let's go ahead and thank these fine folks real fast. Thank you, Fegs252.
Fegs252.
It's Pandar.
It's Pandar.
Rage Cage.
Rage Cage.
The Moon Rules.
The Moon Rules.
PR Fan 2002.
PR Fan 2002.
Super Mega Ultra Hyperforce.
Super Mega Ultra Hyperforce.
MD884.
MD884.
Megalo Blazemon.
Megalo Blazemon.
Dashing CN.
Dashing CN.
Giant Replacement Baby.
Giant Replacement Baby.
Elaki.
Belaki.
Zauron 23.
Zauron 23.
Keen 456.
Keen
456.
Mr. Fan for Tessie.
Mr. Fan for Tassie.
Direct Fetch.
Direct Fetch.
The Moon Rules.
The Moon Rules.
Zach's Dead Finger.
Zach's Dead Finger.
Casely.
Casely.
Zauron 23.
Zauron 23.
Jessica's Fabulous Haircut.
Jessica's Fabulous Haircut.
Casely again.
Casely again.
Hopivore Andy.
Hopivore Andy.
J Pistol.
J Pistol.
Black Panther.
Black
Panther.
J Pistol.
J Pistol.
J Pistol. J Pistol.
J Pistol.
Jabberwocky.
Jabberwocky.
Jeggy Cicera.
Jeggy Cicera.
And Wilder 1251.
Wilder 1251.
A lot of new names this week.
lot
Thank you
of
so
great
much,
new
Chad.
names.
I'm not
Oh my
partial,
God.
but I'm going to say
And old
I
names as
like
well.
the
I
one
like
about
it
my
too.
haircut.
Thank you
Yeah.
all
Yeah, let's
so
go.
much for joining us. Let's go ahead and real quick, everyone, where can people find you?
I'm online at Jessica Lynn Verdi on Instagram or Jessica Verdi on Twitter. And if you're in the LA area on Friday, I'll be doing improvised stoner comedy at Impro Studio. Don't stalk me, but enjoy the show.
Yeah.
You can find me at I am Chubby Bunny on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, all that good stuff. And every week I do a podcast called Senpai Buddies. It's a comedy podcast about Asian pop culture, and it's very funny and very silly and very short. So, senpaibuddies.com.
Fun.
You can find me at Laurie Michelle J on Twitter and Laurie Michelle Jones on Instagram, and at the Improvised Generation at Impro Studio for the next 2 Sundays.
You can find me at Riley J. Silverman on Twitter and Riley Silverman on Instagram, and my D&D show will be at the D&D live event this coming May.
Oh,
Very excited about.
fun.
I think we're on the Saturday 9 a.m.
Woohoo!
I
Dope,
am
dope.
at Eliza Pearl on Twitter and Instagram. And you can also find me at Improvised Jen on Twitter and Instagram, doing live improvised Star Trek with Laurie Jones. And at Ripley Improv doing live cool kid things with Laurie and with Jessica.
Woo!
Woo! And I am your Jamily, Frankly_Emily on Twitter, and Frankly_Emily with an extra little underscore on Instagram. Hyper RPG, we have an amazing lineup this week. Tomorrow night, join us for Warhammer. That show, oh my gosh, all this production that has gone into it, the storylines that are happening, I am loving it so much. Tune in tomorrow night for Warhammer. We've got Kolok 1991 on Mondays. Bloodcurdling Tales from the Loop does return next Tuesday.
We said last week, but
next week is the official week.
And
And then
Kolok has some crazy stuff going on this Monday.
Kolok
so-
has a lot. You definitely want to tune into Kolok this Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And then don't forget, we have our Hyperdrive coming up Sunday, April 28th. Tune in for an amazing day of fun RPGs, wackiness, pies, hot peppers,
Oh.
you know, the lot. So we thank you all so much. We appreciate your support so much here at Hyper RPG. We can't do what we do unless you support us on social media and with your money. And so thank you so much. Join us next Wednesday at 7 p.m. as we kick this heist off. I will see you next Wednesday right here on Hyper RPG for the Rat Queens RPG. And until then, keep adventuring, my queens.
Bye.